Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss that stack, taking big swings, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? Supposed to feel. They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I did a thing. I shaved. I cut the hair off my face. I don't have it anymore. I have a little goatee. Good to see everybody. I could not be more excited. I love Sunday nights. Looks like I'm starting solo. There's a lot of other events going on right now. A lot of people doing lives. We had House of the Dragon. A lot of people are going to comment on that all night. And probably people recording their videos for tomorrow. And of course, I'll do that too. I mean, obligatory. Yeah, at this point. I have seen it. I don't really have a great first reaction. I don't have a real negative first reaction. I barely have a reaction, which is weird. It could speak to the fact that the last season of Game of Thrones was so bad that maybe I'm poisoned to it. But anyway, we can talk about it as we go, but no spoilers here because a lot of people may have not had a chance to see it. Interestingly enough, as we talked about this morning during the Sunday Culture Review, it leaked online on Friday. It did. And I want to talk a lot about Vegas. I'm going to talk a lot about Vegas, and I'm going to talk a lot about this person who I met in Vegas, who is awesome. It's Jacob from Society Reviews. How you doing, man?
How's it going, my guy?
Are you tired?
Yeah, so I'm still feeling it. It's like I came back and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm great. And then I realized, oh, yeah, that jet lag actually kicked me in the dick pretty hard. So turns out I need an extra day to recover. So I am here for a little bit, but I might not be able to stay the whole stream.
Oh, well, I have to say, I appreciate you being here. You want to tell everybody just how fun a meetup is? Because I don't think anybody gets it.
Yeah, so essentially, last what was it, Wednesday night, we all met up with a bunch of people who are fans of Geeks and Gamers, fans of your channel, Comics Division's channel, and we just had a very very good time. Everyone was very well receiving and warm and friendly, and just got to get talking to people, just kind of gauge like their interests and stuff like that. I talked to a lot of guys who I met for the first time. We talked with Chris Gore,
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, Ryan. I talked to Alex Stein for a little bit, which is a
Alex Stein.
very weird little encounter. But I mean, yeah, it was a very very fun event for those who didn't get to join us.
Alex Stein's a trip, right? You don't the guy is he's never not like 1,000 miles an hour. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, he's 1,000 miles. He's awesome though. It looks like we may be getting him on Comics Division's channel here in the future on one of the shows. So
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, one thing I can tell you is that guy is definitely not a gimmick. If you're wondering if he's like that in real life, he very much is. So
Yeah, 1,000 miles an hour. It's amazing. Yeah, brilliant, fast, funny, just great. Chris Gore in person is cooler than even Chris Gore online, which I didn't think was possible. And he's drunker than you would expect, or was.
oh yeah. Obviously, maybe not as bad as Garrett, but he was pretty tipsy.
Let me tell you, Garrett set a new bar for he was 4/4 drunk Garrett.
Oh yeah,
on Wednesday night. I think he's like 6/4 like hungover on Thursday.
Yeah, he looked like he had a good time. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, he did. And let me tell you, there were lots of other events, just informal things that happen around the meetups that you can get to go and do and hang out. And it just completely random, like little things that dropped. There was an extra little meetup that happened even I think last night, right? So there's a lot of things going on. I had to unfortunately get back to the real world so I could get doing some stuff here. But did you not come back more energized?
Yeah, for that by the time I got off of the plane, I was like, "Oh yeah, great! I'm ready to create now." And then I think Saturday hit me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, maybe I'll wait till Monday, and then I'll get back onto the grind."
You're like, I need some sleep.
Yeah,
I need to recover from my vacation, is what it is. So, but
exactly.
This is good
Especially when you're like coming from like Georgia all the way out to Nevada, and then my sleep schedule was already so bad enough. I was already on West Coast time when I got there, and then coming back and try to get adjusted to East Coast time. It's like, yeah, it takes a little bit out of you.
Well, I'm just glad we got to meet so many people. And Jacob, I have to tell you, I've been to several of these now, and they only get better. I've yet to be disappointed, so I can't wait to see it the next one if you can make it. We're working on a Comics Division meetup that's going to be, somewhere else coming up here in the future. So we're trying, folks. We're going to try to spin these things into, everybody gets together, hangs out, we do a thing, we do some other things. There's opportunities galore. I think next Vegas meetup a year from now is going to be even more spectacular. And I'm going to force Tom to get on a plane and fly Tom's butt out there.
Well, I'll definitely be at the Orlando one. And quick little funny story about the flight back. So I had left on Friday afternoon when I left Vegas, and for some reason the flight from Vegas to Atlanta was very very not filled. So it was one of those rare opportunities where they were like, "Yeah, we seem to have a light crew here today. So if you want to like move around and go to other seats, so you're not all cramped up." So no one sat in my row. So I'm sitting there like a kid at a candy store watching like 3 TVs at the same time in the middle row, buckled up like a giant baby.
That's awesome.
You gotta take advantage of those situations when they come to you because they don't come often.
You get to take a nap and just do some hanging out stuff. Well, let's say hi to the folks that showed up here, in the chat, because there's a lot of great humans that are supporting us tonight. We got 71 of them out there. Good to see you all, by the way. Of course, we got CC Karaoke. What is up, my friend? Can't wait to hang out with you, do some more singing here in the near future. We got 6 out there saying, I'm ready to be entertained. Well, Jacob's here, so we got you covered there. Hey, the boss is here. Hi, sweetie. Good to see you. All right. She's in there on her computer. She's got a better computer than me, folks, which, wow. And Dragon Master, you were gifted Rewards Club probably today by George Molo and or possibly That 70s rock fan. Both of them gifted subs to the channel. So if you have the ability, if you see an opportunity and it says, hey, take the free membership, take the free membership. It's worth it. We're going to be doing a member stream this week. So hopefully we can bring some folks in, have a chat then. So pretty excited about that. Pat S is here. Good to see you, brother. Let's see who else popped in. Lots of other folks. We got Ben Hennigar here. Good to see you. I love that picture. DS Ford's joining us. Low spec Linux laptop. We got Liger fan. Lots of great people. Duck Nation's in the house. What's up, Duck? Thanks for some late night culture. No, thank you for being here. It definitely is time. We got Tim Hayes out there. Good to see you, brother. Yep, me and the boss are here. Of course, she's not here, but someday she will be joining us. Oh, here's something. The boss and I decided that together we're going to review She-Hulk. So be looking for that on Tuesday.
God. Well, I could tell you guys, if you're fans of Bounding in the Comics, my review of She-Hulk should be out tomorrow. So
yeah, we'll probably record it tomorrow and we'll put it up. I'm thinking like Tuesday. I'll throw that up, and it'll be interesting because it's like the day before the next episode drops, right? So we'll see what happens there. Rex Kramer's out there. Good to see you. We got other great humans here, of course, like Blah Olmer. Good to see you. Poor Floral. Here he goes down the buzzsaw. Yeah. Quite the buzz cut, if you ask me. Indeed. Hopefully he gets reassembled in time for the next show. P.S. Wilton is not just a troll. He's a bit of a dick. Yes, he is. Actually.
Boom.
You guys got to see, did you get a chance to see the trailer that runs before the show?
The one that just came on? Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to see the Geek Grind Coffee.
Yes.
Very good. Yeah, I'm going to keep those up. We got the Cotton Connection folks going to be dropping those on me every once in a while, and I'm going to upload them and use them as trailers for obviously for their shows, because I'm going to promote the Cotton, because the Cotton's where the fun's at. Let me just say that. You always find it. You always find fun in the Cotton, in between the sheets, if you know what I mean. Let's see who's out there. Sean Estep's here. What's up, brother? We got people enjoying the music like Das Wulfin. And Dr. Dragon's in the house. You guys are awesome tonight. Look at this. Got Soul Assassin, the Chatimals here. Elbow cough, indeed. There's Floral. Floral's fine, okay? Blah. Floral's fine. Floral did a great job of being reassembled. Gosh, what a great commercial. And Hunch is here. What's up, Hunch? Got another recommend for you that's upcoming. The Great Beer Run, indeed. Merchant Marine, who hitchhikes to Nam in 67 to bring his buddies beer. That's so great. I can't wait to see that. I will definitely watch that film, my friend. I love that. That's awesome. Heron of Alexandria. There you go. Naked face culture. It'll be even better tomorrow. I'll take another stab at it. I actually used, Jacob, I bought the Jeremy's razors.
Oh, wow. That sounds like an experience.
And I used that for to actually do an actual shave. I've been trimming like above my my mustache with that for a little bit, but I used that for a full shave today, and I have to tell you, they're great razors. Oh, they're really good. Loved it.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't get any razor burn or anything like that. A little bit of redness, but that's my fault because I didn't fully wash my face, dry it, and then use the shaving cream. But hey, that's on me.
Yeah, and I can confirm that the hair is in fact real, ladies and gentlemen. Wednesday night there was a lot of awkward men pulling his hair from behind, and all I can say is that it is legit. It's not a gimmick, folks.
That's so funny. I love that bit, man. And people are like, first of all, the boss thinks it's hysterical that I get. It's not just ladies that come and touch my hair and say it's so soft. What do you use? I mean, I hear that a lot, and that's great. I love it, and it's true. And let me tell you, I plan to share my hair care regimen with everybody in the future, along with hair products that I'm going to be bringing to market very, very soon, actually, at this point. And no, it's real hair. But the ladies come and touch it and pull on it, and then the guys, they like Toxic Man Flu and others, just like, oh yeah, it's real. No kidding.
Yeah. And for me, I have to shave mine at least once a week, or it starts becoming a bad situation.
Really?
Oh yeah, no, my hair is gone. It's like I've pretty much given up that battle already. So
like Brahma Bull, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Brahma got stuck in Vegas. Brahma's still in Vegas, actually.
Oh yeah, I just heard about that. Yeah, that sucks.
Rough. Yeah. Let me tell you guys, if we do another meetup, I'm sure we'll start another group chat on Twitter or wherever, a guild and whatnot. and you can be clued in on everything that's happening that we know about in real time when it happens. So that's always a lot of fun. But yeah, we got Brahma Bull. He's right there. He's being held captive in Vegas. Yep, just like I said, we got a Palamese minion here. What's up, a Palamese? By the way, her puppers, just the greatest dog in the world, huh, Jacob?
Yeah, that's all right.
you're gonna get harassed now. Real Wade Nation's in the house. Well, let's see who's here. We got other folks. We got E. Clay Thomason. What is up? We got Cosmic Squirrel from the Cosmos. Look at all you great people. I are naked. I'm less puppet like. That's true. Ting Ting says, dude on dude. Well, not exactly, but it's Jacob and I, if that's what you mean. I look 30 years younger. I feel 30 years younger. So maybe. I like the goatee. I've had the goatee for most of my life. So I'll probably keep it. Perfect timing. Mary's stream just ended. Did it really? Well, awesome. Mary had an incredible birthday stream. You know what? It's never too late to wish somebody happy birthday. So if you get a chance in your socials or just on her channel, make a comment, tell her happy birthday. She deserves it. She's a sweetie. We got DS Ford saying I was 30 years younger. Lots of people saying that. It's awesome. 8 of 10 on the beard, CC. Well, thanks, bro. Thanks. 6 is like WTF. Clean shave. Nice. Thank you. Darcipio says, you magnificent bearded bastard. Well, a little bit of a beard anyway. So you can't even think right now. Am I that pretty?
He's that much in shock right now. Like his brain can't function.
Are you wearing kabuki makeup, Culture? Well, no. Why? Do I look like it? I want to touch it. Yeah. Lots of people do. Ya Allah. Somebody knows you. Somebody knows you. Did I get sunburnt in Vegas? Oh yeah, no, I am a chronic redneck. Yeah, I'm always in the sun.
Yeah, the heat in Vegas was kind of deceptive because when it first got there, it wasn't that bad. And then the nightfall came, and it's like, why is it still 100? And then somehow it got even hotter as time went on. So
yeah, well, it got humid because there was so many storms, man. Regular.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's a good time. It's a good time. Let's see. You got Vistras out there? Lots of folks. Common Nerd. What is up, man? Good to see you. Culture, can you full screen yourself for the rest of the show? I think that would be unfair to Jacob. Jacob's a handsome guy.
I'm having a little bit of audio. I'm not visual issues, so there's no camera.
No worries. Well, hey, when you travel and you take your computer stuff up and down, that's a real problem. So.
Yep.
Hunch says, don't look at it as a GOT property. Look at it as a historical fiction of, say, Europe circa 1230 to 1400, mixed with a few fantasy elements. I would agree. That's kind of how it appears now. Did you get a chance to watch the first episode of House of Dragon?
No, I'm not the Game of Thrones fan, so I was like, I'll just let John take this one.
You remember how I started saying that everything's kind of, at this point in time, in name only?
Yeah.
This is kind of Game of Thrones in name only.
That sounds pretty bad because I heard a lot of people didn't enjoy the very last season of the show, so we're already starting off lower than that. Then
I actually don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I know this. Game of Thrones was great for the first 4 seasons. This show, I can't give you an opinion yet. I always give everything 3 episodes, right? If I'm going to start something, I'll give you 3.
Yeah.
So this one was an establishment episode, kind of to set up the rest of the show.
I could say this after watching the first episode of She-Hulk, I was like, well, can't be much worse than this for the next few episodes, right? Right.
Well, I know this. Between me and the boss just watched She-Hulk tonight. So when we do our little recording session tomorrow, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Not sure.
It's not great, folks.
Yeah, we'll see. Brahma says that one of his daughters finished off the cookies because the Culture Boss made chocolate chip cookies for most everyone. And that was quite good. I enjoy cookies, but I don't eat a lot of sweets. So when the boss makes cookies, though, I Sounds like a lot.
I didn't get a cookie.
You didn't show. You went home early.
Well, I thought we were done after like Thursdays. No one told me there was like gonna be like a surprise meetup that was announced the day as I left.
You left early.
Nah, whatever.
Don't leave early. There's always stuff going on. Plus, you could have hung out with us, dicks. Speaking of us, dicks, we have some puppet representation rolling in the door. Let's take a look at that. Who's joining us? Oh, Pink Taco. Oh no. What's going on?
Is it soft or crunchy?
What is happening with you there, Mike? What's going on, Mike? Mike?
Oh, hey, Culture. Did you get checked?
For what?
Oh, well, it seems that I came down with a small case of the monkeypox.
Wow. Well, I wouldn't have to be anybody that would have to worry about that. But it seems like you may have engaged in some puppet activity.
Yeah, you may want to get your nose checked out just in case.
Yeah, that looks a little rough, bro.
Well, I was down at the Golden Shower Hour at the local Teddy Twister, and the fireman came on, and he just had that fire hose just going everywhere, and I was catching it, and well, I think I caught a little something or other, but I don't think it's too bad. What do you guys think?
Yeah, just stay in your house for about a good,
Yeah, you need
3
like
weeks.
2-3 weeks off from like people.
I can't do that. I'm down here working my normal street corner.
Yeah,
but I'm not getting very many customers. Culture.
That's part of the problem.
I think
Nobody's stopping by.
Yeah. I think they're trying to avoid a small issue that actually one of our governmental, actually I guess they're pseudo governmental agency because they're not really a government thing, although a lot of people think they are.
Wait, didn't I just see you in Vegas?
You did, yeah. I was there. I was in Vegas.
I was there on the street corner. You don't remember?
I didn't see you, my friend.
I waved at you.
Okay, what did you wave with exactly?
Oh, you would have known.
Yeah, that I didn't see you.
That's okay. I can wave at you in the DMs.
No, we're good. We're good. I'm going to say hi to you right here. There. No need to wave. Okay.
Oh, well, I just want to make sure you got checked, because you never know. I know you like to get kinky sometimes.
No, I'm good.
Well, speaking of people who had bad times in Vegas, I had a great time in Vegas, by the way.
Yeah.
I went to my first Vegas burlesque show, so that was an experience.
Where'd you go? Which one?
It was the X Country one that was at the Harris, I believe. So,
nice.
Yeah. So if you guys are in the area and you want to check out that one, I definitely recommend it. I was close enough to where I got to see a lot. I got to see a lot. I'll just put it that way. And then another good thing is that I went to Vegas and I won $250 on a bet on baseball of all things. So went down to the old Planet Hollywood, put in a parlay, and boom, turned $60 into $250, just like that.
Yeah. Well, you can do that there in Vegas. So, by the way, hockey preseason is when you want to bet the overs on the goal total.
Oh yeah, or at least like the first few weeks of the season.
It's 2 to 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks in preseason. Maybe the first week or two of the regular season. That's usually a pretty solid bet for those of you that do that. I'm not telling you how to gamble. I'm not telling you how to spend your money. I'm not going to tell you how to handicap. I'm just saying it seems that consistently that might be a pretty decent opportunity for you to clear some money. And Luke, my friend, we can hear you. Good to see you. And let's see. We normally can't see your neck now without the beard. That's true. Yeah, it's just the way it's the way I am. And when I go out in the sun for a couple of days, these white pipes here, they're gonna be tanned and red also. So
that's good. You don't have any lesions. By the way, do you guys have any Vaseline?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
I could use some. I got a couple that are really sore. This one on my chin feels like it's about to burst.
It doesn't look comfortable. You know what? You should probably run down to the CVS and buy some stuff.
Well, I gotta
go down to Walmart and then go buy a little bit of some 10-30-40 oil, engine oil. Go rub that on there. It'll clear it up in the next couple of days.
I will right after I have my first customer. There should be one driving by anytime now. I usually get lucky here at the Pink Taco.
Well, it's a okay. Um, I don't know anything about that. Radioactive's like, aren't you supposed to be in Vegas still? No, I can't. I had to get home. I could have been there today, but it would have been rough to do this show from Vegas. I found some technical difficulties in Vegas while I was there, but I got better. It got better over time. Oh, here's the funny thing. Okay, so in Vegas, the tradition was going to be that every Vegas I give everybody one of the new poker chips. This is the new poker chip. Let me blow this up here real quick. Hang on a minute, folks. This is the new poker chip that everybody was supposed to get. This is the $10 version with our buddy. Well, it's Indiana Jones, but it's Harrison Ford. This is the $10 poker chip that nobody got because it showed up exactly 40 minutes before I got to Vegas at my house, which was no bueno. Yeah. So if you come to Orlando or you go to Vegas next year, I'll have the blue chips for those of you who didn't get them this year. And I'll have the, what are the next? Oh, green. Green is going to be year 3, which are $25 chips. So there you go.
I got a couple lesions that have some green.
Yeah, I didn't need to know that. Didn't need to know that. But we got the Flues in the house. There's Mrs. Flu. Hi, Mrs. Flu. Mrs. Flu's awesome. Funny lady. I got to see the Shirts again. Mr. Shirt, Mrs. Shirt were there. Lots of great people. We had, obviously, gosh, I just highlighted his chat. JT Gunn was in the house, rocking a T-shirt, looking good, looking ripped. Dude was there. He's got a great late night with Cap. Got to check him out. Great channel. It was cool to meet him. We got, let's see. Chris Mead. I got to see Chris Mead.
What up?
Dude, you just boarded your flight. Sorry, Chris. Chris came out, hung out. It was awesome. Chris Mead's great.
I will say this. Fortunately for me, I didn't have to deal with any kind of like delays or anything on the flights. I heard some people had some horror stories. Like, I don't know what airlines people are using, but Delta's been pretty good to me so far. So I'm just going to stick with them for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know some horrors, and they all got stories.
No, horrors.
Horror.
Wrong horror.
Yeah, different thing. Look, we've got the Atlantean reminding us that the House of Dragon isn't actually just some lame spin-off. It's actually based on an anthology written by G.R.R. Martin. Speaking of which, we have my editor, probably one of the only people that could keep my channel running while I was gone, Mr. Grant Gregory.
Hey,
Grant Gregory, are you my first customer?
No, I'm not really into the whole monkeypox thingy, so I'll have to. It'll be a hard pass.
Did you know that monkeypox didn't come from a monkey at all? Isn't that crazy?
No, that's not that crazy. Words are hard and weird. So, speaking of weird, what did you do to your face?
Well, I was diagnosed.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the guy above you.
I shaved.
It's that's
Exactly.
Interesting. Yeah,
I think I'm pretty.
It's pretty round.
If Herbal Essence was still in business, and you'd be their number one spokesperson right now.
That's right. My face is round.
The beard hit it. I didn't realize.
Actually, mine's more like a football.
All right. Well, give me about 6 weeks, and I don't think you're going to be able to say my face is round anymore.
My man.
There you go. Good to see you, man.
You too, buddy. I'm glad you had a good time, man.
It was
seeing and hearing a lot of good stuff from everyone. Even if certain people did decide to leave early. Jacob.
Who left early? Oh, Jacob. Jacob left early. That's right.
I left on my scheduled time. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't worry. You weren't the only one that didn't realize.
Oh yeah,
you hear that a fair bit.
Yeah, I mean, at least I was one of the guys that actually like showed up on the day of, the event. Not throwing anyone under the bus or anything like that, but
Oh, you might as well. It's on a culture channel.
Hey, yeah. So here's the thing, folks. If we go next year to Vegas, I'm going to write a check that I don't have to cash. I'm going to have the boss bake a bunch of cookies.
Oh no!
and
You
we'll
just
bring
put
him to the meetup.
you just put the culture boss on the spot.
I'm
You gonna be
probably
sleeping
gonna,
on. You might be sleeping on the couch.
I'm probably gonna get murdered.
Yeah.
But I want to say hi to Darius, and absolutely, we got Katina's here. What's up, Katina? What? Look at all you people. I love
Yeah.
you. I
Yep.
love
She's
you.
right there in the chat. She's not too thrilled. Culture.
What?
Just saying.
It's concerning that you have to find a way to justify a misrepresentation so you can think of it as something else.
Ouch.
Woo!
Well, if Mrs. Culture Boss can't make enough cookies, I can supply the cookie myself.
No.
No. Didn't you do it all for the cookie?
No. Ooh, all right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I don't think anyone wants DMT cookies.
I'm gonna play catch up on the chat. What El Perro got Mike now? Awesome one. Is this true? Did you know this?
That El Perro guy's caused so much trouble for Jolly, and I heard he ripped off Puff's tail.
Yeah, that was not good.
Poor guy. That's got to be a stinger.
Oh boy. Oh yay. Stevie J says this is offensive to people with faces. It's true. Very true.
I think he's talking about the puppet.
Oh.
Is that why I'm not getting any customers tonight? They just keep driving by.
It has to do with the thing, but on your face, not yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. With the people who are getting monkeypox, I don't think that's going to stop them.
It should though. What's up, Darcipio? I said hi a few moments ago, but you probably missed it. You probably popped out for a second. We got Tina Guzman out there. Good to see you. Matt G. What's up, Matt G? Love it. Yeah, we actually enjoyed the drive to and from Vegas. It was not bad.
How far does it take you to drive there?
4.5 to 5 hours. 4 hours if I'm driving.
That's not a bad trip.
Yeah, that's when I was in San Diego. That was about the same distance, about 4.5 hours.
Mrs. Flu's like, we're considering driving next time. Yeah, there's a lot of, I'm going to say it this way. A lot of the folks that went to the meetup right now are sort of kind of stranded in Vegas, which there are worse places to be stranded, but
because of all the rain and shit, or they've been detained.
Oh no, yeah, there's like what do you call them? There's weather things that are happening like all over the place.
Weather events.
Travel tonight is the suck.
It's called monsoon.
And the man who left early got out in time.
That's right. Speaking of which, E. Clay Thomason has a suggestion for you, Mike.
I used to know a stripper named Monsoon. Was a squirter.
Most of them are.
Yeah, right now there's weather things like snow, rain, bad stuff. You know.
Snow? Oh yeah, snowed up. I like that guy.
Well, I mean, yeah, that'd be considered bad considering it was like 105 when I left a couple days ago.
Radioactive is still in Vegas saying, not stranded here, still having fun. That's right. Speaking of fun, I feel better now. Tom's here.
Oh, hey, Tom.
Did he get the monkeypox too?
No.
I don't know. Did he get checked?
You shouldn't be happy because you ignored me the whole time in the chat.
No, I didn't. The boss said that you were in the chat. I said,
I didn't
good.
hear you say shit.
Oh, hi. I missed you.
That does not even count. And using the boss as an excuse is not even cool.
That wasn't an excuse. It was actually events that happened in real time.
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers. Oh, shit. I don't know, bro. I missed you.
With the sex appeal of Kenny G.
So, Tom, if I get you your own hotel room and I pay for the flight, you gonna come to Vegas next year?
I might, but I wouldn't ask you to do that. It's just
you don't have to ask shit. Dude, there is no way I want to be without my Tom in Vegas.
I can understand that.
It was very disappointing.
That's right. He said the same thing about me last year, and I still got stuck here.
Well, that's your fault for being stuck in another country. There's nothing we can do about that.
Yeah. I'm trying to get him to Orlando, believe it or not. So
Andre had the same issue. He was like ready and raring to go, and then all of a sudden they wouldn't drop the shit, and he couldn't get out of the country. So,
yeah. Well, Andy McCallum, I'm saying that like Sparking does, is here. He's reminding you to smash the like and please share the stream. Thank you.
Well, if you need an extra traveling buddy, you could bring me along, and me and Tom can make out in the back seat.
I don't think he's interested.
what are we making out?
Whenever you want, big guy.
What? I don't think that's the kind of making out he was talking about, Tom.
I'm still so confused.
And this is a good question. Kathy wants to know, and so does Six. Who's going to take care of your pets, bro?
Bring him along.
I guess I'm gonna have to bring him with me.
All right. I'm sure the hotel's down with that. Mike needs to declare a truce with Alf and pick up Tom for the next event. That sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
Andy! Okay, sorry. Andy's here. Apologize. What is going on here? Tom's confused. Well,
I'm always confused though.
he's working right now. Let's just be honest about it.
Well, yeah, that's because he's awake.
Wait, I have breaking news. News. I have breaking news.
Oh, I
Ready?
did send him in the DMs just now.
No, not those. Not those. And I ain't looking.
Oh.
Here we go. Okay, this actually just happened. Tom's going to be crazy excited for this. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the enthusiasm. Bad Robot series, My Glory was I Had Such Friends. Scrapped by Apple after star Jennifer Garner says, peace.
Why am I supposed to be so excited?
Because Bad Robot says, peace to another project. This guy cannot get shit made right now.
Is this a series about a glory hole?
I don't.
Oh. Now I'm excited.
I don't know. All I know is this. Jennifer Garner has pulled out of the long in the works Apple Plus Limited series. My Glory was I Had Such Friends from J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot and Warner Brothers Television. As a result, the streamer has opted not to go forward with the project that it had landed with a straight-to-series order in 2018.
I should have got her to play Jane Foster Thor. Look at the size of her arms.
Yeah, she would have. She could have been much better at it, right? Wait, I'm going to rewind up there. Yeah.
She's bigger than he is.
That doesn't take much. So according to sources, Garner exited My Glory Was I Had Such Friends for scheduling reasons. The show was taking quite a while to get off the ground, and the Alias alumna is currently filming another Apple Plus Limited series, The Last Thing He Told Me. Why are all of these titles so garbage?
Well, because the content is not that good. I mean, that's like the short answer.
All right.
Well, I know JJ. He comes down to the strip club sometimes. He's one of my best customers, but I don't know. He kind of likes the young ones. I think he's secretly a map.
No. You have him confused with Bryan Singer.
Oh,
I'm not sure you can say that on television, Mike.
map of the world.
Oh, okay, I hear you. Yeah, Rob Altus, I'm with you. I'm sick of everything.
Yeah, they made fun of that in South Park.
Yeah. How slow of a news day was it? It was fucking slow. Holy shit. Yeah. The titles are cringe. They are. What's an Apple Plus, says CC Karaoke, and when does it come to PC? I don't
You don't want it. It's like monkeypox.
Wow.
Yeah, I know a little something
the
about that.
space thingy that
I
they
would
did was
say,
good.
just stay over there, dude.
For All Mankind was good.
So, is that a no on the makeout session?
Yeah, I'm not kissing you. I thought we were like gonna like discover something, like make out a clue or something. Like no.
Yeah, no.
I'm too naive to be around you.
Yeah, well, Stevie J says JJ doesn't love humans. JJ loves lens flares.
I mean, I don't want to sit here and celebrate somebody else's failure. I mean, I'm just sitting here going, well, it's about damn time. You know, it's not like I wish like JJ any harm or any like, oh, he shouldn't make this or that. This actually, as long as it's not a franchise that's, you know, honestly, I'm seeing some of his original ideas getting destroyed. And it's like, those things, let him do them. Let's see if he can actually come up with something that's not somebody else's property for once.
Well, it's not completely dead because according to the story, it says, I hear the series won't be taken out immediately. A small writer's room has been working on additional scripts. The plan is to have multiple scripts ready to present to potential buyers when the project hits the marketplace. So they're still going to try to keep this thing going, even though
Was this that Demon Mindy series?
No. That's actually later on. No. That's actually, they refer to that here.
Oh, this is My Glory Hole was, okay,
yeah.
never mind.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
I don't really care.
Apple TV's decision comes on the heels of HBO's move to scrap another high-profile bad reboot, whatever, drama that had been sold in 2018. That's another 2018 project. This guy sucks rocks at getting stuff made. The hell?
Did you hear that Warner Media just canceled like another 25 series off their library, which are probably just woke trash anyway?
They're not messing around. I mean, let's just be honest.
I just want to hear more about this glory hole.
I just love the people that are panicking about all this stuff going off of HBO Max. And I'm like, good. It's not like y'all watch this shit anyway.
No. Nobody does.
Who wanted a House Party remake? Really? Like, who really did? Like, even kids probably like, I need the money, but fuck that.
Well, I even heard they're doing like a remake of fucking Degrassi. It's like, why?
Well, because they have there is no creativity.
Isn't Degrassi still going? Like,
no, it's not. It finally died, and
I was going to say, I didn't know they ended it, man. Like, that was one of those shows when we were kids that were growing up that was always on and never ended. They had The Next Generation, but it literally like seemed like it picked right up where the next season left off. It like didn't even seem like they wasted any time, but I guess there was a gap in there, but yeah.
Well, all I know is that, like the chat has suggested, JJ maybe not the best writer of things. He definitely can't finish anything.
Is this like the previous new generation grown up now, or did they just reboot the whole fucking thing?
Apparently it's like a reboot of the whole thing.
I don't really care. I'm just curious because it was like one of the longest running,
yeah,
with the same cast and all that kind of shit.
They're also doing another Pretty Little Liars reboot, which is just like, okay, now you guys are just like personally irritating me now.
Was Pretty Little Liars any good?
I've heard a lot of people talk about the original show, but
dude, the original one started off as something with potential, but it was a teen drama that turned into this world-ending thing. They've had 4 spin-offs of it. And this new one is just pathetic.
The first one is just. The first one was so bad it actually got a fan base because people was like, "Wow, this is awful," and I need to see what happens next. It was one of those type of shows.
Oh boy,
this new one, it reminds me of like say the 7th season of Riverdale. It's kind of like that. It's like.
Are you talking about which one now?
The newest version of Pretty Little Lies.
Okay, you're talking about that show. Okay.
Yeah, the newest one. Well, I mean, it makes sense because the guy who wrote Pretty Little Lies is the head writer for that. But yeah, like okay. There's the one scene where a police officer is getting something done to him by a person, and they decide to put a jump scare in the middle of it just for no reason.
Yeah, it's trash. It's really, really bad. Like I said, it had potential for maybe the first, maybe second season, and then it just became like a whodunit, but it became a whodunit to the point where it's like no one even cares like who it is anymore.
Yeah, well, it's the murder mystery, and it's so obvious when someone's shifty because they walk into the set, it's like, "Hi, I'm going to do something shifty," and then everyone's like, "It can't be him. He's not that shifty." Yeah, guess what? He is shifty.
I need a frame of reference here. $737 million. Is that Top Gun?
No. That's for the Embracer sale. That's how much they paid.
For Lord of the Rings?
For all 6 of those properties, yeah.
I don't believe that.
She's been digging pretty deep into it this weekend, so.
I thought it was supposed to be $2 billion.
Yeah.
No, that's what they wanted, but we heard they got a discount. And now there's some stock options, I'm sure, and then 737 cash, it sounded like.
That's how bad the trailers were. It had to knock off $1.4 billion on the price.
Well, so.
Oh no, never mind. Sorry, that's for Thor. My bad.
Oh, okay. I was freaking out. I'm like, okay, if that's Thor,
Oh, she
then
has the numbers for other things too. My bad. That's where I was through.
so Thor might have actually made money then.
What was the budget again?
Well, 250.
Production it was 250, so they had to be somewhere. I would say maybe 700 million.
It might have made a little bit more money than Shang-Chi did.
Oh, I usually
And
charge
I'm still not
at least
convinced that
25.
Sorry, what was that? Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I usually charge at least 25. Oh, look, it looks like I got a customer. I gotta go, Culture. I'm gonna go get my cream after this. So,
Okay. Yeah.
I'll be back though if you want me to.
Bye, Mike.
Bye.
He's gonna need a lot of ointment.
A lot of ointment.
A lot of it. Well, Joe's Atmosphere's here with $5 saying, while you guys were rocking Vegas, the Privateer was rocking GeekCon Shreveport all weekend. Awesome. I hope you had a good time. Got Michael Golden's signature on my NAM 1. Hail. Wow, that's awesome, bro. Congrats. Guys, check out Joe's Atmosphere. He's got a channel. He does things. He's a talented artist, writer in person. You should check him out.
Yeah, he does stuff.
Yeah. He does.
Like, it just barely maybe made a... I hate saying it because it's kind of like where Shang-Chi was. Like, if it made any profit, it was barely. Right? And I'm not so sure. Like, it's still at that point. Yeah,
because I'm convinced that their break even was at least 700 million. Like, I
think it's more than that because I go by 3. Especially when it comes by with these superhero movies, I always go by the rule of 3.
My default number is 2.8. So it needs to make the budget times 2.8. And then I feel like I'm being fair because some films are not marketed as much as other films, or as much as other films are. Now I understand why Tom's doing 3, because when it comes to the big studio tents, that's a very likely number.
Because you usually have that much more advertising, and usually there's some star that's getting a kickback. So you always have to keep that in mind too. So, and a lot of them are smart enough not to get the, whatever it is, they get the net, not the gross or whatever it is.
Yeah. And Dark Nation says that during the premiere of House of the Dragon, HBO was saying that Amazon devices are to blame for HBO Max app crashing. Wow. I didn't have any problems.
A way to pass the buck.
Well, but maybe it's true. You don't know.
They're passing the buck.
And,
well, they need better infrastructure if that's the case. Then
what did you say, Grant?
They need better infrastructure
that
if that's
could
the
be,
case.
But here's the like Amazon and HBO have had a little tiff going on now
for a while
about a
since
year.
they dropped the channel from the
thing.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know, Amazon has more money than.
What I mean is HBO is just probably using them as a scapegoat.
Well,
yeah.
All I know is this: Hail the Lore of the Ring sent me a member chat. He's been a member for 2 months. Thanks, Hail the Lore. Hail, all you guys are awesome. Keep it up. Well, thank you. You keep it up. Is Culture making out with the boss right now? Well, I don't know. Not at the moment. You were probably asking that question.
I don't think physically at this moment, or we'd see her in the picture. Otherwise,
not unless she's under the desk.
I mean, people have met her, or I'd still be like, oh, then she's probably a myth, and Culture's gonna be like, oh, you just don't know her because she lives in Canada and all that shit. But
Jacob met the boss this weekend.
That's what I just said. People have actually met her, so I can. At least people can. You have witnesses.
I've seen her hands. That's about it.
So she's like the neighbor on Home Improvement.
Except just the hands.
Except
the hands come to the screen every now and then and wave.
Apparently, ointment is like a word like
ointment.
Moist.
Ointment.
Moist.
I had a boss who hated the words moist. She didn't like rag when you use the term rag. She's like, don't use that term. Use washcloth.
But how do you determine the juiciness of a chicken breast? What term would you have to use?
Moist.
Well, first of all, you'd have to actually have real chicken at a Taco Bell for that to happen.
Yeah. Blah Olmeyer says break even for Thor is 900 million. That's probably a Valiant Renegade number. So if that's the case, I would believe it.
That's more along the lines what I was thinking. Because that's the thing is these movies are structured now with that kind of a budget to where basically $1 billion is pretty much what they got to get to be considered a successful prophet. Like, at this point, yeah, is Thor going to be in the black? Probably. But it's like Shang-Chi and, hey, Andy, how you doing? It's like Shang-Chi and, what was the other one? Eternals, which actually Eternals lost quite a bit. But Shang-Chi, there was a lot of arguments between us all about if it really broke even or not. I'm still not convinced that it really did much more than that. But there's some people who are like, oh, yeah, Shang-Chi was profitable. Shang-Chi was profitable. I'm just like,
It made at least $8. We can be clear on
something
that.
like that.
All I know is Disney theatrical releases are not even a wash. They are a loser right now on the books. Just saying. Speaking of which, Six says adds another word to the fray. It's called nipple. Apparently, you can't say moist, ointment, or nipple. Nipples?
What happens if you've got to put some moist ointment on your nipple?
Exactly. Like, I mean, that's a situation I can see happening.
I'm doing it right now.
I was going to say, Grant's probably doing it right now.
Six thinks that Taco Bell is the best Mexican food ever. I'm so glad that Mike is asleep right now.
Even I know that's not true.
Wait a minute. Zax is Six's boyfriend? I did not know that. Mecca J's like, moist.
Is that because they both have X's in their names?
I would love to have Six on the show, but Six is not
She
here.
comes on when she wants.
That's right. She's always welcome. CC Karaoke for a Canadian $2. Thanks for that, my friend. Says Moist is a great Canadian brand. I did not know that.
Band.
Band.
Oh, sorry.
It's Anal Cunt, if you've ever listened to them.
Michael T says Six is dead to me. Would you guys stop fighting in the chat?
What are you guys fighting over?
I don't know. Andy McCallum. I'm doing that because Sparkin does that. Have you heard him do that before? Anyway,
No.
Andy sends me a super sticker for £5 sterling. That's proper money, folks. That's real money. That's worth more than Merkin money. Anyway, the super sticker is a keep it up pair. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Wait, not cool. Zax is happily married to a smoking hot babe. Well, there you go. Dragon Master 360 says moist. Moist. There you go. Wait, D-Bud Martin is Six's boyfriend? I'm so confused right now. I can't keep track of the love life.
She can have more than one if she wants.
Sure. Six says if you'd start talking about something cool, I would come on. Okay, so is Mr. Potato Head cool? Is Mr. Potato Head cool? Because we talk about that.
You mean the brand? Because it's no longer called Mr. Potato Head, the brand.
No. I mean the guy, Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, the guy. So no one cares about him anymore.
Yeah, the guy, Mr.
Isn't it like they potato head now? Like, isn't that like the gender neutral?
No, it's the potato heads. Oh, that one. Oh.
F's in the chat for this dude.
I thought Jolly was Six's boyfriend. I think that's actually the accurate one. And Six says Mr. Potato is sexist. Well, there he is. Brian Stelter signs off on reliable sources in his finale and says CNN must remain strong. Not sure what that means.
In other words, it's such a loss that he's going. They have to stay strong. It's like no, don't cry for me, Argentina. You know.
The truth is, I never left. DS4 puts an F in the chat for this, and so
dude, what's this guy going to look like when he's 50? Like, if that's him,
I don't know. He's
him
37 years old.
He's only 36 years old. Like that's insane. Like, and when you back like 10 years ago, he looked exactly the same.
Like, don't guys with like money get like hair transplants? Like, don't they go down like Brazil and get some procedure done?
This is insane. Vikings home. Look, there's a douche.
My culture's all right.
Yeah. Brian is the most reliable. Thank you, also.
I thought he said moist reliable.
Boycott CNN was trending this morning, so I doubt they're staying strong. Well, it's probably true.
So a lot of these CNN guys are being thrown off the burning boat after they set it on fire.
Stevie J, he's a thumb in a suit. Oh, come on, let's not go after the personal attacks. Maybe I mean, he's not exactly He doesn't look his age. We'll put it that way. So he
Well,
signed
here's
off.
my thing here, and this is why I don't mind the personal attacks so much, because I'm an ugly chode for one anyway.
Oh, are
But
you?
two, like he managed to get to this point, right? He has no looks, no brains, no charisma. He is literally coasted on probably sucking somebody's dick at this point. I mean, what is his claim to fame? What has he actually done to deserve his place on television every day?
He's an incredibly good liar, and he can go out and lie to the people and not worry about anything that he says. He has no conscience.
Oh, so he's like one of my exes. Gotcha.
I mean, he was buddies with Zucker, and when Zucker was gone, it was only a foregone conclusion he was going to go to. So I'm surprised it took this long for him to finally get shown the door.
Well, here's the thing: they paid up to a certain point, so they're going to go. Well, we might as well at least get our money's worth out of it.
Well, he's not the only one about to leave, right? I mean, you're going to see like Lemon's going to be out of there soon. You're going to lose. You'll probably
Well,
lose.
yeah, but okay. For instance, there's a point that I'm getting at. Like, yeah, he's a dumb shit. Lemon is, but like, at least I can see why you put him on TV. People would like looking at him and listening to him.
Harry the Roach. He allows me to live with him rent free.
So that's why I ask. I mean, is it really a bad thing or?
Well, not just that.
Understand.
Lemon
He's a
also
fucking
before he
chode.
was
What? I mean,
before Lemon was at CNN, he was actually a journalist. You can never call this guy a journalist.
thank you. That was I guess what I was getting at is like, what has he done to be in the place that he's in the first place?
He fought Trump, man.
Yeah, he was fighting the good fight. He went after the Orange Man. So, but
His claim to fame was he was the guy who got kicked out of the fucking White House. That was his big claim to fame.
I guess, but I know this.
That's all I can think of.
Okay, so on his way out the door on Sunday, the final edition of Reliable Sources telling viewers CNN must remain strong, while his guests warned throughout the hour of threats facing the media and democracy. We live in a representative republic, guess, whoever those people were. He says, I know it's not partisan to stand up for decency and democracy and dialogue, Stelter said at the end of the show. It's not partisan to stand up to demagogues. It's required. It's patriotic. We must make sure we don't give platforms to those who are lying to our faces. Well, that's why you're fucking fired, dickhole.
And in this segment of I don't know what I'm talking about and I should be looking in the mirror.
Yeah. That's why I said the statements like that just makes you go, you know what, just go all in on personal attacks. Who cares at this point?
Yeah, you're like, dude, they are. It's like the lack of self-awareness is it's insane. Like I love it. And the fact that he's gone after people for so many years on nonsense stories and personal attacks as well. So fuck him. If he gets teased on the way out, he's teased on the way out. He's never ever gonna be to the height that he was when he got kicked out of the White House. Plain and simple. He's gonna be riding that he's the one hit wonder essentially. And people have ordered the song.
Actually, I think Atlantean's right. I don't even think he was the reporter that got thrown out of the White House. I think that was Acosta, who's a piece of crap.
Oh yeah, Jim Acosta.
Yeah.
Another garbage human being.
Oh, I'm not mad. I just this guy
He has hair.
This guy he lacks self-awareness. He's a what do you call it? Establishment shill. That's probably the nicest thing I could say about it. So
well, I mean, all of CNN has just become like the 24/7 "We Hate Trump" network. That's why they're getting so many layoffs right now. Is because all they've been is just like Trump, 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 Trump. Like even now they're still talking about January 6th. I guess the number one story in America the last 2 years
because they got nothing else.
Well, and that's the problem, right? When your network becomes all about we only support the establishment in one way of thinking instead of like actually covering the news, they completely shifted everything about what they were supposed to be doing over the course of the last 2 decades. Because it wasn't just overnight that this happened, right?
No.
Blah Olmeyer says, funny how they always plead for civility when accountability comes knocking. Well, there you go. When you are called on the carpets for your flaws and faults, right? After you've done it for years to other people, you want civility and, a path to redemption.
Yeah, now's the time to heal. Now's the time not to throw stones at people while we were doing it for the past 15 years. Now's the time to, just be good people, be virtuous, it's the whole network. The worst thing about it was Trump did more damage to CNN by simply just getting elected.
Well,
Then like Trump doesn't get elected, all these people are probably still here.
Hey, you know, it's funny too because it wasn't that long ago when CNN was considered the middle ground between Fox News and MSNBC. Like,
MSNBC, yeah, and they worked really hard, Jacob. They worked really hard to go left of PMSNBC,
oh yeah,
which was crazy.
Hey, Larry King no longer works for him, and look what happens.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
basically, when I was growing up, it was
Yeah.
known that, Fox was the conservative channel, MSNBC was the leftist channel, and CNN kind of fell in the middle. That was kind of the way it always was. And then it just, not even slowly, it was really right around Trump. It just made this quick swing, it felt like. I'm sure it was subtle and to a point, but
yeah, I think that Stelter should be the new Captain America because he clearly understands virginity. That's just my opinion.
well, maybe
Thanks
he
for
should
that,
go
Luke.
talk to Jeffrey.
Now, speaking of talking to Jeffrey, Snow Dub has appeared. What's up, bro?
Oh, hey, Culture. Sorry I was late.
How are you getting, man? Thanks for
Did I
being
miss
here.
anything, or?
Now, we had a visit from your buddy Mike Crotch.
Oh, Mike Roch, yeah, he's got a little bit of the itchy on his face right now.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't think he understands how that shouldn't be spread around.
Yeah, well, he's a hard worker. What can you say?
Yeah, but he needs to not do working while he's got that because other people could,
I really don't think they care, Culture, to be honest. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Andy McCallum, for hanging out. Have a great one, my friend. Appreciate you. Really do. Yeah, CNN did have Glenn Beck. Wow. That was a long time ago, though. All I know is Stelter's not the first. He's not going to be the last. And there are many more to come.
bye, bozo.
Kareen, I don't know if he's married. Is Stelter married? I have no idea.
I mean, I would
Supposedly.
assume so.
We don't know if it's he, she, they. We don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right, Kareen. I think they've been tipped to the left for about 2 decades, but I think that their complete tilt was like 8 years ago. I think that's when it started, and then the last 6 years it's been obvious. But that's okay. I'm not. I'm not. I don't care. It doesn't matter. None of these mainstream sources of information are reliable in any way. Sorry.
I'm not sure if any of you guys remember this. There was a movie that came out about 20 years ago called Live from Baghdad with Michael Keaton and Helen Bart Carter, whoever her name is. And it's basically a story about how CNN covered like the initial Gulf War back in like the early 90s and how they like rose to like popularity. And I always remember that movie because one, it came out in 2003. And if you hadn't known that they were talking about the Gulf War with H.W. Bush, it would seem like the exact same thing that was happening in real time at the moment. But yeah, it also goes to show you just how far CNN has fallen from when they were considered to be quote unquote real journalists in the course of like 3 decades.
Yeah, far be it for me to attack someone else. I just, wow. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of MSNBC.
Yeah,
Look,
they're
I'm not a
moist.
big fan. I will be honest to an extreme degree now. Normally I try to be just truthful as I can possibly be with the omissions being complete accidents, right? But right now I'm going to say this. None of these platforms are telling you the whole truth. None of them are delivering it just fact-based information purely. You're getting, unfortunately, so much editorial that it is disgusting. When your primary news source is what we used to call the wires back in the day, and Tom knows what I'm talking about. When the wires are compromised, giving you news that's essentially editorialized, you're doomed, right? So you have to look elsewhere for information because you're not going to get pure.
Here's the thing: most people are dumb.
Well, I'm not going to say that.
Well, it's fucking true. Most people are dumb and they will believe anything they see on TV, right? It's just a common fucking fact. And CNN has built up an audience full of people who are willing to believe their bullshit. Right? Now, of course, sooner or later, people get smart. It doesn't take long. Humans are pretty smart creatures. We're not as dumb as, say, certain animals, but other animals may be smarter than us, I'm sure. Because even a dog, I think, would be smart enough not to stick their finger in a light socket twice.
But no, see, that's the other problem. Twice.
Humans are.
Yeah, well, you do it once, right? Figure
No,
that
but
out.
humans are stupid enough that they are insane enough to think, oh, maybe if I try it this time, I'll have a different outcome. A dog is smart enough to go, no, fuck that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even a dog is smarter than most humans. That's my point. So, are you surprised by this? No. But I am not surprised also that sooner or later people will wake up.
I think you're right.
There's a true being woke, and the true being woke is that sooner or later people are going to say enough is enough. So, yeah. I mean, I sent you a story in the background, kind of in that respect.
Beautiful.
But yeah.
Beautiful. Actually, I have something else I want to share with everybody. I'll grab this. Yeah. Wow, shit. This is going to be amazing. Okay, thank you, Tom. I'm up for this. Let me hide
just to
something.
show you how based we are here.
Yeah, we're definitely.
I mean, in Wisconsin, that is.
No, oh yeah, I know. I knew you were referring to your home state, my buddy. My dude. Oh wow, we just lost the story. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out if Stevie J, is that a pig bee?
I think it is. It's really cool. I love the bee.
A pig bee. Sounds
I love
about
it.
right.
All right, so here we go. You ready? This is Wisconsin, folks. Wisconsin.
We don't want none of that political crap here, eh?
Yeah, I saw this earlier today, Tom. Thanks for having this ready. Wisconsin School Board votes to ban Pride BLM flags from classrooms. Teachers and administration will not have political flags or religious messaging in their classroom, the superintendent says. Done.
How long do you think it's going to take before a bunch of other fucking states start
You're going to
putting
see
their fucking 2 cents in on
week.
this shit?
This is going to be amazing, right? You're going to see, it's not just going to be in Wisconsin, TZ Burton. This thing's going to go broad. Because people are tired of this stuff, man.
Oh, yeah, this is definitely end up being a Supreme Court case.
Yeah, and guess what? They'll lose. Whoever takes it to the Supreme Court is going that says that you can't do this, you're 100% wrong. That has nothing to do with freedom of speech.
I just remember schools always having your basic flags of the American flag, your state flag, and possibly a school flag of a mascot or something like that along those lines. But you always stuck with those 3 things because those are what you represented and where you lived and all that stuff. So, to get your political ideology flags out of the classroom, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Well, not only that, a lot of these fuckers who are now going to be reeing the fuck out were the same motherfuckers trying to get, like, the Pledge of Allegiance taken out of schoolrooms. Remember this, kids.
Yeah, and God, too. Remember that one?
And God should never have been in the classrooms anyway. That's one thing I agree with. Religion and politics should never be in school.
And a lot of people...
At least not other than just in social studies kind of situations.
Okay. And this is where people get a lot of things twisted because they like to say, well, it's separation of church and state. That's actually not the argument constitutionally that you'd want to make, because all that's talking about is a state, essentially a state religion. Like you have to be a member of a religion, this particular religion. That's the separation of church and state. It doesn't mean you have freedom from religion.
Well,
Which is what a lot of people like to read that.
And what I was going to say is that, a lot of these teachers have basically made the LGBT their new state religion because it's like almost like a primary doctrine now in a lot of these classrooms, which brings you to the other problems. Like the big problem is that these schools with these teachers are just completely corrupted, but because they work with the teachers unions, a lot of them are just bulletproof. You can't get rid of them.
Well, actually, but you're about to see the teachers unions get a giant, slap in the ding ding. But anyway, Karine says another amazing thing. I know a middle schooler who can't name 3 states in the USA, but they know about trans rights. Children should learn basics. Yeah, they should learn basics way before they learn the garbage indoctrination crap.
4-year-olds probably can't even count to 20, and they're learning about looking like pansexualism and shit. So
yeah, because they have no idea what 87 genders are. But anyway, I'm going to keep going. So the Wisconsin School Board voted in favor of a policy banning gay pride flags and BLM flags from classrooms due to the school leaders say it's political messaging. There's no argument there. It is political. Teachers and administration will not have political flags, religious messaging in their classroom or on their person, Superintendent Stephen Plum said ahead of the vote. Not going to be able to fight this one, kids. The Kettle Moraine School Board voted last Tuesday in favor of keeping the code of conduct in place that the school's superintendent had interpreted as banning teachers from displaying political and religious messages in the classroom. Woke is a religion, folks. And the political messages include ones such as gay pride flags, BLM flags, and we back the badge signs. Well, can't necessarily argue one side, not the other. Only one school board member voted against the ban, saying he made the decision after speaking with concerned students and staff. Yeah, the people that got him where he was. The policy also includes banning teachers from including their preferred pronouns and email signatures, which makes sense because that's political messaging.
You know, it's funny because we have another generation that's coming up right now that sees this woke ideology as mainstream and not cool, and they're rebelling back against it. I got a son that's in middle school, and it's funny because they're making fun of it. They are. They're hearing it so much that it's become taboo, and it's literally going to backfire.
You just skipped over. Did you read that one line from the one student where we don't need this? Go back up.
Where is it?
Up. It was right after that picture. The fact that the majority... You just went past it again.
Where?
Right underneath the picture. The fact that the majority of the students don't want or need this, so catering to the minority only encourages to the envelope to be pushed further, another student said. That's how smart these kids are.
Exactly. They see what's up. They don't like it. They don't think it's cool. They think it's stupid. So yeah, they're rebelling.
Yeah, and Cosmic School, you're correct. The U.S. is based on Judeo-Christian values. You're 100% right. That
may be the case, but
the founding fathers were predominantly Judeo-Christians. But arguably, there were a couple of people who would have been identified as agnostic at the time.
Well, not only that, the whole idea of this country was established on freedom of religion, right?
Yeah.
Like that you can practice whatever religion you want in the privacy of your set areas and your home and whatnot like that. That was kind of the whole point. So to me, in a public school setting, I feel like religion should be cut completely out of the... Like, you want to take your kid to a Christian school or a Jewish school, that's fine. Nobody's stopping you. That's why they exist, right? But in this situation, I see it as a public school should be able to cater to the broadest swath of people without making anybody feel like they're being ostracized in any way or alienated in any way. Exactly. And what this is doing is making white kids feel alienated.
And the other part of that is just, leave other people's kids alone. Like it's not.
Well, then there's the other side of it with the LGBTQ thing, which is a whole nother debate.
Yeah.
Right. Like insistence on putting this shit in classrooms to me is just... Look, when I was growing up, I remember the huge debate of whether or not they should even have sex education, period, in classrooms. Yeah. Right? Now we've gotten to this point where people are practically whipping their fucking members out in front of the students and going, I am a woman with a dick, and my dick's name is Chi-Chi. And it's like, what the fuck is going on here?
During a monkeypox outbreak, by the way.
Yeah, and giving the kids monkeypox while they're at it.
Yeah, and this is an accurate statement. Public schools a recent phenomenon. Teachers unions, in fact, all unions are a recent phenomenon. The problem is that a lot, and this was the argument against unions from the very beginning, was that they're ultimately somewhat, Marxist in ideology, socialist in ideology. Similar, they have a lot of characteristics that are similar to a lot of these ists and isms. And that's not the best in the world, because now you become, it's okay to be, of the same thought process as other people, but collectivism at times can essentially become very, very problematic, to use their terms. And that's one of the things that is feeding into a lot of this, but I'm not even going to go there, right? Be in a union, don't be in a union, it's your choice. But you're going to see more and more states doing this kind of stuff. And you know what? I would be okay if you have a policy that says nothing political. That means you can't sign up to that says support our troops, believe them. I'm good with the believe women bullshit and save the planet. No, get those the fuck off the wall too, because those are also. This is not science. This is not anything but a dogma. I'm done with this. So yeah, leave that.
I think first of all we have an issue here where when a history teacher is pulled over on the side of the sidewalk and asked, when was the United States established? And their answer is, 1700 something. I don't really teach history. I teach more about, social justice and all this kind of shit. It's like, that's the fucking problem.
Yeah.
That is the fucking problem. When the teachers don't even know the answers.
That's because the colleges and the universities that the teachers are going to right now are teaching you to be an activist and not actually do the profession. See, this is why I believe if you
That's funny because that's what she said. I teach the students activism.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens.
But yeah, they're getting a lot of pushback for this shit.
Telling people that there's a lot of pushback.
Yeah, and of course, most of it is not coming from inside the school. That's the hilarity of it all. It's exactly as we were just saying before we read the thing. It's like, how long before all these other outside interest groups start to get involved? And Wisconsin is one of those places where we don't. Mind your own business is a term around here said very often. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, unless there's a reason to get involved, mind your own fucking business. We don't get involved in your shit, do we? No. So stay the fuck out of ours. That's the kind of way we see it here. Like, I warned everybody. I said it several fucking times over when that riot shit broke out last year. I said, watch them come to Wisconsin and fuck around and find out. Yep. Because we are not going to piss around here. We don't put up with that shit. We are the type of guy we're the type of guys where when somebody's fucking around in the bar, 3-4 guys will take his ass out back and set his ass straight, bring him back in, set him straight up and go, here, have a beer, shut the fuck up or go home. Right? He's not going to be hurt, but what he will do is understand that if he don't quit acting a fool, he's not coming back here and nobody's going to let his ass in. We don't fuck around with that shit. We're the type of place where if somebody, we don't get the cops involved with a lot of shit, right? Like, that's just the kind of the way we are. It's like, you fucked around with my sister, guess what? You're getting your ass beat. And nobody's going to say why, because we all know why.
Yeah. And look, Tom, that's the thing, though. I mean, let's be honest about it all.
That's the kind of place we are around here. We're quiet and we like it that way.
In middle America, if you're not on one east extreme coast or the other, right, you want to be left the F alone.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just don't bug me, right? I might give you some money for taxes because it's the price you pay for a civil society. That's always been kind of an argument.
Wisconsin has kept their mouth shut while we've watched our industries be destroyed left and right.
And you know what? Maybe you shouldn't have. And
no, we shouldn't have.
But here's the good news. You know what you did, Tom? You got rid of a rhino that was basically an extreme, WEF leftist from hell. And you did that through a primary process. That person is garbage. And well done.
Well, we haven't been able to get a decent person to run this state since Tommy Thompson. That's a fucking fact.
That's a long time.
It is. It's the fucking truth. We have been in a shitter ever since. Why? Because Tommy Thompson actually came from the places we are from. He literally grew up 30 miles from me, not even 30 miles from me, in a town that's just like the town I lived in. And that's the thing, is we all lived in the same kind of fucking towns. They all had the same kind of fucking people. And when you grow up in an area like that, you kind of understand the state. And that's why he was governor for so fucking long, because he understood and he took care of things. There was a reason why Wisconsin had, was high up there and they were highly regarded for all these things for years and years and years. He was the fucking reason.
Yeah, well, and he was a hell of a leader. Blah, you know what? You're right. Disagree, unions equals socialism. Well, they always end up that way. But I understand your point, because you say it's just that unions are easy targets for Marxist
His brother, on the other hand, that's a different story. His brother was literally like the definition of like political brother problem. You know, like
like Carter's brother. Holy
yeah, not that bad, but I mean, or not like in a bad in a sense like he killed anybody or anything like that. But you know what I mean? Just like
I'm going to say something that I'm going to say 100%. I agree with you, but here's the problem: parents stopped being involved.
Yep.
Well, and when we do get involved, unfortunately, anymore, it's the wrong times.
Well, it's too late. It's very late in the process.
Well, it's for shit like this.
Which is another reason why they're trying to label parents terrorists now for trying to stop what's going on in these schools.
And we empowered women to get back, get heavy into the workforce, so kids are being raised by daycares and our teachers.
Hey, what's up, Mephisto?
Well, and that was a problem for years too, right? Because teachers were basically being used as daycare for so long. And
well, okay, so let's say let's look at it this way. In many states right now, and several of them are being called model states for something called school choice. Though that's a real thing now. So you're going to be able to, as a parent, pick the school that your kid goes to.
I think Wisconsin was one of the earlier states to adopt this.
Whether it will be a public school or whatnot, you essentially will be given the opportunity to have a voucher and select a school that will receive your financial contribution from your voucher and your kids. And that'll be that. And I think that's probably the right way to go about things because, well,
this is one of the reasons why when some of this shit happens in some of these schools in other states, I just kind of, my mouth drops because I'm just like, how is this a thing? I mean, maybe Wisconsin schools are stuck back in the 50s and 60s or something like that, but like, I just don't get it. Like, I've never seen this kind of shit before. Like, it would never fly here, right? The closest to a controversy we've ever had was when a student who already graduated, mind you, started dating one of the teachers who was a younger teacher, and they made a big stink about it. Like, even that.
But that happens everywhere, Tom.
No, but I'm saying, like, that's how we don't, like, fuck around here. It's like, well, that's just, people will talk. Sorry, you got to go.
Well,
it's just, that's like, what the fuck, man? Okay.
Well, I lived in a community, very, very religiously based and conservative. Where
I went a little deeper than that, but anyway.
No.
I don't want people to think that I'm like.
Let me get there. Where the teacher ended up dating one of the students who, was a member of the football team, a very influential member of the football team. After he graduated, they started dating. And somehow, magically, within a year, there was a baby on the way. And that student went on to become a teacher at the same school 4 years later. So I don't know what to tell you, but there you go. Stuff happens, right? So, and that was one of those opportunities. But Latino Slant, Paulie suggests, Tom, that you get your nunchucks.
Oh, if I need to, I will.
Okay. What did 6 say? 6 must have said something because people are laughing. This segment of Late Night Culture has been brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Tourism. There you go. Tom Servo says, Hail 2.0. Great to see you again, Tom.
Wisconsin tourism. Fuck around and find out here.
Wow. No kidding. Hey, you guys had this really cool court case recently.
We have a lot of court cases.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. we had a loss today that kind of hit me at the core. So I'm going to ask all of you, what is the one Christmas movie that you have to watch every year?
Gremlins,
Home Alone,
Die Hard.
You guys ever watch
Christmas Vacation?
Life?
Oh yeah, of course, every year.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles on Thanksgiving.
Okay, but a wonderful.
Yeah, It's a Wonderful Life. I watch every Christmas. Yes,
and that's Capra, Frank Capra, one of the greatest directors ever.
Somebody was still alive from that movie.
Yeah,
I usually watch The Thing at least once a year.
and here's the thing, honestly, we just lost the last adult cast member.
Oh,
wow. Oh, Virginia Patton, she died, did she?
Yeah, she passed away.
She'd be nearly 100.
Yeah, she was 97.
So was this the girl who played Zuzu or whatever?
No, Zuzu's still alive.
Is she okay? All right.
Yeah.
So this is the last adult. Wow. Okay.
Last adult cast member. Yeah. Her given name was Virginia Patton at the time. She obviously got married. Virginia Patton Moss.
Right.
She just passed away at the age of 97. And I have to tell you, it's one of those things where I mean, this kind of hit me a little bit today when I saw this story. I was like, oh, that's terrible, because there is a term if you go to film school that's called Capra-esque, right? It's the campy, the campy uplifting thing.
Well, Back to the Future was Capra-esque, for instance.
Exactly. Yeah, it was this
Gremlins had a little bit of a Capra-esque.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's just and that's how honored this director was, right? And it's the primary film that encapsulated everything that he put together was It's a Wonderful Life. And we lost the last adult cast member today. And she was 97 years old. And what's interesting is Carolyn Grimes, who worked with Moss on It's a Wonderful Life as a child actor. So Carolyn Grimes posted a tribute to her saying, we have another angel, Virginia Patton Moss. She was 97 years old. She is now with her beloved.
It's her fault. She rang a damn bell.
She will be missed. Hey, whenever a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
Just goes to show we're not here for a long time, so make it a good time, folks.
Yeah, a number of the child actors in the film are still available, such as Grimes.
And not to make light of this whole thing, or I'm not really making light, but look at the bright side. How many actors and actresses have we lost lately? We're 97, where they were fortunate enough to get to 97, right? Lately it's been in the 60s and stuff. So again, it is a sad day in that respect, but at least she got 97 good years. So.
Yep. And Indy Phantom is right there with me, a fellow film school person, I can bet. Capra-esque, Kubrickian, and Lynchian. Indeed. When you become an adjective, well done. Well done.
Spielbergian.
No, I don't believe that. That can't be it.
There's a thing.
But someone who's Spielbergian means that they'll do a film that they want to do, then do two others that they don't. That's what that essentially means.
Spielbergian.
Yeah, you're basically doing shitty projects until you get enough time to do the one that you want to do, and that's the good one that people will remember you for.
Yeah. And we're about to have a special guest, somebody that I've missed an awful lot, and appreciate their take on things. Plus, this person has a better voice than all of us. And may I introduce
Morgan
her?
Freeman?
No, Six.
Oh, Six.
Hi.
Hello.
I came to change the subject.
Oh, you didn't like listening RIP stuff there?
Well, I haven't seen the movie.
And You've never seen It's a Wonderful Life?
Never seen it, no.
Oh, it's a great film.
And this is what I came in to change the subject to. Did you hear about Jesse Eisenberg's new movie?
No.
Luther?
He's playing a Sasquatch.
A robot Sasquatch?
Thank you, Stop Brad.
I don't know.
Well,
he's really good at playing robots. So,
you have a story to go along with this?
Oh yeah, let me find it.
Oh boy,
I didn't come in.
Is it
a grunt thing I've been seeing on Twitter?
Fingers crossed that it's a big budget remake of Suburban Sasquatch.
Jedi Bill just passed 1,500 subs, everybody.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Jedi Bill.
Yes, he did. Congratulations, JB.
My man.
We've had so many great milestones recently. I mean, obviously, Machini had his stream today, 1,100.
The Sasquatch Network.
There you go, Glenzer. Well done. Well done. Yeah, and Mecha J, you're right. Wonderful Life is Christmas.
I do the 4K show. I will tell you right now, anybody who's upgraded to 4K and stuff, It's a Wonderful Life is one of the best looking black and white films on 4K.
Still to this day,
it looks gorgeous on 4K.
Have you ever seen an original film print?
No, but I can imagine, because one of the reasons it looks so good is because at that time they used film with very high silver content.
Yeah, and
it just shimmers. It looks really good.
It looks so good when you get to see it, and they preserve the flip out of them now. So when you see one of those original prints, you're like, oh my God, this is gorgeous. Oh.
Anyway, so what's going on with Sasquatch again?
I put the link in the private chat.
Oh, okay. Sure. Tom, can you get this?
I suppose.
Somebody get it.
I got it.
Thank you.
In full makeup and full body hair, Jesse Eisenberg said of his upcoming role as a Sasquatch in the movie from the Zellner brothers directing duo. I grunt, but no lines.
Wait.
Then why is
so
he in
he
it?
has no line. If he's in full makeup.
Basically, he's gonna be like
and he has
Vin
no-
in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, kind of one of the most pointless casting decisions ever. Jesse Eisenberg has his work cut out for him. The Academy Award nominee, 38, expressed his excitement over his next role of that of a Bigfoot in the upcoming Zellner Brothers movie, as he spoke with Variety at the 28th Sarajevo, I guess, film festival last week in
Sarajevo.
That's what I fucking said. Sarajevo.
Calm
Shut
down,
up.
kids.
Pissy tonight.
Wow.
The next
Give this
movie
man a Snickers.
I'm doing is with the Zellner brothers. He said they're just brilliant directors that I've wanted to work with for a long time, and I'm playing a Sasquatch. In full makeup and full body hair, no lines. I grunt, but no lines. And I'm so looking forward to this, Eisenberg added. The plot and the title of the upcoming Zellner brothers film have not yet been released. Eisenberg previously starred with David Zellner in 2019's The Art of Self-Defense, which was also executive produced by both David and Nathan Zellner. The siblings' directorial duo previously released Sasquatch Birth Journal 2 in 2010, a 4-minute short depicting a Sasquatch giving birth, which was really nominated for a Sundance Film Festival award. Sasquatch film fanatics, since we're children, the Zellner brothers think of the Sasquatch as a friend, but also acknowledge their unhealthy, unrealistic desire to pet and cuddle wild animals. What the fuck? The YouTube's video description reads, Eisenberg received an honorary Heart of Sarajevo award last week, film festival where he premiered his directorial debut, When You Finish Saving the World. Also written by Eisenberg with Emma Stone as a producer of the film, stars Julianne Moore as a mother who runs a shelter for survivors of domestic abuse, while her son, played by Finn Wolfhard, who's in literally everything lately, performs folk songs for his adoring online fans. Maybe unconsciously I thought I could direct a movie, but I never allowed myself to think of it explicitly because it just feels like such a cliche, Eisenberg told Variety. Okay. That was a lot.
Doesn't that sound like a winner?
No. What? Look, I mean, Heron of Alexandria said he's 5'7". I'm taller than this dude.
I really liked him in Zombieland, the first one, but after that, I just really didn't. He butchered Lex Luthor so bad. I just never looked at him the same.
He was all right playing a robot in Social Network.
I think he's kind of a cuck.
Probably is.
He plays a good nerd. That's about it.
He would have been better as the Riddler.
Oh, he would have been a great Riddler.
Yeah,
Stevie J. Maybe he lost a bet. Oh shit!
I always pictured Lex Luthor having a little bit of girth, a little bit of muscle to him. It just threw me off.
Well, yeah, there's like a couple different ways you can do Luthor. You can do the mad scientist. You can do the philanthropist, kind of
you can
Nixon
do the Bill
version.
Gates. Yeah,
or you can, you're the Bill Gates now modernized.
Well, Hackman wasn't a small man, he was.
Yeah, no, he was the philanthropist version of it. He was the more the Bondish villain type version of Lex Luthor.
I liked Hackman's.
And then you have basically like the Kingpin ripoff of Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Right. So there's basically your three kind of versions you have. Or you have the fourth version, which is the one from Lois and Clark, which is the suave, debonair version. But yeah. He's kind of an extension of the philanthropist.
Oh,
so yeah.
God.
I'll even take Spacey over
based on what I'm hearing about She-Hulk, I've only made it through the first episode. We got another one coming
Most
up.
people have. That's ironic, isn't it?
That's all we can get through.
That's the point. That was the joke 6.
There's parts of it that made me chuckle and I kind of enjoyed, but of course, every time.
Was it actually the jokes, or was it because you were uncomfortable from the cringe?
Well, that's the thing. It's such a roller coaster. Like, because okay, so everybody's freaking out about how she was, basically saying she was better at everything than him. But that's not necessarily true because, like, when the rock throw off happens, he had to show her up by throwing a freaking rock like a comet. So there was times where it was like Hulk was really just kind of holding back, and at any point in time, I think he could have really hurt her.
Well,
And
not only that, but there was also the scene where she's talking about how she controls her anger better than Hulk. But literally, like 10
right,
minutes before that, she's at a bar and a couple of guys are talking to her, and she gets really angry because the guys are talking to her, and then she turns to the Hulk and almost attacks them. So you already disproven that you're not very good at controlling your anger. So
Yeah, but the real winner of the show is the Jeep because it's the only vehicle on the planet that can take on a Hulk from the standing start.
Well, I've been around a lot of women. My grandmother owned 2 hair salons. My mom owned 1 hair salon, and some bossy women tend to talk like that, and it's just kind of how their personality is. When it's like putting up a defensive shield. So it didn't get under my skin as much as it did other people. But like I said, it was still the writing was bad. There's a lot unexplained about Hulk and what happened to him, why the lab, just the.
I have a feeling.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, Snow, that she's going to get shown up a little bit in the upcoming episodes, right? Like, she's going to learn that she doesn't know everything and doesn't have all the answers like she acted like she did at the beginning.
If she whoops
I think
Daredevil,
you're right to that respect.
Tom, if she whoops Daredevil, I will riot. Because Daredevil is way more experienced and will know how to handle her. It doesn't matter how powerful she is; he'll figure something out. So if she whoops him, I'm going to be
she's
PO.
faster and stronger than him.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying Daredevil has more experience. He'll figure out how to take her out. Because if she's
Yeah,
going
but
to
this
see him,
Daredevil is really good at being hit. That's the
yeah,
difference.
well, but it's Daredevil, and he's been doing it forever, and she just started last week. Is what I'm
Jacob
saying.
has to leave.
So, sorry, Jacob. Tuck and roll.
You know what? This is a good point because John Byrne's run of She-Hulk, if they'd pulled from that like the way they should have, maybe the show would be good. I liked She-Hulk as a character. I was hopeful, but look, the problem is I can't be hopeful with Disney anymore.
No, me neither.
And I watched the show, and I'm not going to give you my review now because A, I don't want to have any spoilers, but B, the boss and I are going to record a review about this tomorrow.
Oh my God.
So you're going to get to hear her perspective. And by the way, the boss is an old school feminist, not this new bullshit stuff, right? But she's an old school feminist. So it's going to be an interesting conversation, I think. I have not solicited anything from her yet because I want it to be pure. But I think it'll be interesting. I think Grant's going to get to edit a very interesting video on Tuesday. That's what I think.
I can't wait to hear anything from the boss.
Yeah. Well, you might very soon get to hear her kicking my ass.
Are we only going to get to see her hands, though? I mean,
Oh shit!
Yeah, she beats me at everything. We play Mario Kart, she whoops me. We play Mario Golf, she whoops me. Frustrating.
So she's a dom.
No. Just those are because if we play like something else, like a shooty thing, she's not good at shooty things. Dude, we're equal partners. We always have been.
Like glass bottom boat, she's not good at.
I'm not sure what that is, but okay.
But Tom does.
what do I know?
What a glass bottom boat is.
Oh, yes.
I'm not all right. Let me hear this. Speak language I know.
What is a glass bottom boat?
Yeah, so okay, Mario Golf, right? Have you guys played the golf thing? You guys played that before?
Mario Goth?
Golf.
Golf or golf?
Must be a new one.
It's where Mario dresses all in black,
Puts on his eyeliner.
cuts himself,
Listen to Skid Row all day.
and Marilyn Manson.
Skid Row, are they
I
gone?
was going to say, how old are you, Snow? What the fuck?
They're like
I'm
pop.
going way back.
Skid Row ain't been around for like 20 fucking years. No.
Thank you, TZ Burton.
18.
It's been a while since I've been in high school. Tom,
Constantly carrying around an Anne Rice novel.
Oh,
Cult classic. Cage's even beating up on the game. It's
I have one in my
basic.
car.
Well, thanks.
I'm
It
a
doesn't matter.
badass at Mario Golf on the Nintendo 64.
I liked Wii Golf and Wii Bowling and all that stuff because you actually had to have some kind of. I mean, you don't have to be good at it, but at least some kind of skill to understand the physics of it all. And
I
the
guess
Wii Sports probably had some of the best as far as I'm concerned. But
You're not wrong. You're
you
not
could
wrong.
download the Nintendo 64 version of Mario Golf, which is my favorite so far. I haven't played the new one yet, but you can download it, I guess, through the Nintendo App Store or whatever it is.
Darius really wants this to be a thing. Mario LARPs Vampires the
Yes.
Masquerade. Sure.
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
That would be Mario Golf.
Luigi kills himself.
Well, Wario's already kind of goth, so he'd be an easy
Found him
transition.
hung.
What show was I on? We were just talking about that.
Oh, no.
Because I used to LARP Vampire the Masquerade.
Wow, somebody just hit the stream with 10 subs. Roger
Sweet.
the Schlever, what's up, bro? I have not seen Roger in a long time. Thank you for 10 memberships. Everybody, Roger just gifted people 10. If you're not a member, if you see a little opportunity, it says down there that you can accept to be a member. Do that. It was for your benefit. We're going to have a member stream this week. Thank you, Roger. You are a beast among men. Thank you, Roger.
All right, guys, I got to roll out. So,
Jacob,
Take
thank
care,
you,
man.
Guys, everybody subscribe to Jacob that's not. He has watched more movies than you this year than you've watched in the last decade.
Yeah, so subscribe to me on Society Reviews on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Tomorrow night, we're going to be reviewing the film Beast. Tuesday night, we're going to be doing the Barroom podcast with myself, Cool Classic Cage, a few others. And then Wednesday night, I'll be doing a retro rave review on the 1984 film Night of the Comet, along with the Black Pill stream with Bounding in the Comics as well.
Oh,
so
nice.
Yep, got a nice little full plate for you guys. So I will see you guys next week, and have a good night.
Thanks, Jacob. You rock,
hey, buddy.
Appreciate you.
Culture, since Paulie's still in the chat, can you bring up my Twitter link I sent you in the private chat, or is that too...
Oh, I don't know. What is it?
Well, I don't know if you can pull it up or not. I tried sending you a link, but let me know.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. Let me see. Sure. Oh, wait. I have to hit the pause button, and I have to put this over here.
Okay.
And I have to go full screen.
This one's for you, Paulie.
Now, can I play the audio on this?
It's nothing special. You just hear the chucks slapping around. So.
All right. So here you go, Paulie. Snowdub has something for you. I'm gonna play it. It's coming as soon as I hit the share button. In like an hour.
The suspense is killing me.
Okay. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
As I'll ever be.
There we go.
Chunnuckin.
Is that Snowdub?
That
Looks
is.
like him.
About 20 pounds heavier. Of course, I messed up right there.
You were doing good though.
One works a little better than the other.
Are those wooden ones? Or are they?
Yes, sir. Yeah, wooden ones, metal ones, and I got styrofoam ones. I'm starting to teach the snow kid.
You probably got nearly as many as I do.
I'm just having fun now. Yeah, Paulie's not the only martial artist in the YouTube family.
I used to could. Now I'd be lucky if I could lift my foot past my knee.
Well, you don't really lose it. You just got to stretch out. And
I might be as good as I once was as I ever was once.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I see someone use nunchucks and it doesn't end nut shot, I'm left disappointed.
Yeah,
I
I was waiting for the underappreciated self nut shot. Yeah.
You know the one that hurts the most, though, seriously, is the elbow funny bone shot.
Elbow.
Yeah, funny boner in
Elbows
the
are
fucking
worst with
face.
nunchucks, yeah.
Well, yeah, the face or back of the head, but yeah.
Well, I have to say I enjoyed that very much. Thank you.
Years of practice, my friends. Years of practice.
Well, I actually have some leaked images from the Eisenberg as a Sasquatch. You guys want to see these? This is amazing. I didn't know that these are leaked images. This is an exclusive, everybody. Exclusive leaked images. Here we go. This is Eisenberg as the Squatch. Apparently that's the right button. There we go.
Take it off the screen.
As the Squatch.
That's horrible.
That's hilarious.
It's gonna be one of those weird non-dialogue.
What is this shit in the middle there? Why does he have a big dick? I don't get it.
Is he gonna just walk around and eat stuff, kind of like Castaway? Like he doesn't talk for like 2.5 hours.
It's the Squatch, baby.
Yeah. Castaway with a polar bear suit.
I don't know if that's legit, man. Was that legit? That was
no. I literally just did it a minute ago.
Oh, too legit.
You made that?
Legit to quit.
Yeah, the one you were talking about it.
You posted that in the private chat like 60 seconds after I brought it up.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I was a bit slow.
You're a wizard. Oh my gosh.
He is a wizard.
Holy cow.
It's true.
What is with the third leg?
I don't know. Well, actually, Stevie J hit on it. It's the Tri-Squatch.
Yeah. You don't know the Tri-Squatch? Well, I mean, Yeti has 3 legs. That's how he has 2 buttholes. So I just assumed all Yetis do.
Did you know snails had a forked penis?
It's not forked.
Did you know
it's barbed.
cats have a barbed one?
Barbed. Oh, excuse me. Barbed penis. Yeah. Who has the forked penis?
Lizards.
Satan?
Sean, he said, I wanted someone to meet Eisenberg's face on a Culture's old beard face. Well, good luck with that. That'd be awesome, though.
See you in 30 seconds.
Oh, shit. Ooh. I love all you people. Oh, wow. Okay, so we talked about Stilter. Oh, you know what we didn't talk about? Because we got another show coming up. We have another show coming up. 6, you're going to love it. It's great. It's from Amazon. I'm sure it's going to be quality. There's nobody talking about it. You're going to enjoy this.
What is it?
It's the Rings of Power.
Where'd it go?
The cock rings of power.
Oh, wow. Look at the time.
Yeah, look at this. The Rings of Power is going to screen the first 2 episodes.
Whatever you shared went away.
What happened?
Yeah, we can't see it.
We can't see what you're looking at.
We can just move on.
The Rings of Power is going to screen the first 2 episodes in theaters.
Can they do that? I guess they can.
This is ahead of the series premiere. So you can go and pay to watch this piece of trash.
I'm not so sure this is within their purview of being able to do. If I was the Embracer Group, I'd be getting cease and desist letter on the line about right now.
That would be a theatrical release, which they can't do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they can actually do this.
And Warner Brothers should be coming after them and kicking them in the junk, right?
I was going to go, but I have to work that night.
Well, 6, you know more about the Embracer Group situation than anybody else. Have you looked into the actual copyright aspect of the Lord of the Rings and what they can and cannot do there?
Copyright is your arena, and Rings of Power has
no connection with
Embracer.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, is that license exists because they have exclusive rights for movies, television, and other media, not books. But this was kind of like a workaround they did. Well, maybe they can get around it because it's a workaround. I don't know. Well, I just don't see how they can legally do it, but
because it's a theatrical release.
Yeah, I don't think they can do that. I think Warner Brothers has the market on that.
Well, do they have the market on theatrical release, or do they have the market on movies?
I think.
Well, that's the whole thing I was getting at. Is the Embracer Group's deal only exists through the Saul Zaentz company? That was the whole deal they made to begin with. Is that Saul Zaentz controls all these other things? But then again, like I just said, Amazon got around all that by going through the Tolkien estate, and they somehow managed to make this show.
But they only got the appendices.
That's my point.
Yeah.
But maybe that's the same kind of thing with theatrical release, since it's not any of those properties.
It's still a theatrical release. It's technically not the same property, but
that's what I'm saying. There's a gray area here.
Yeah.
The common nerd knows where his bread is buttered. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, do. But yeah, this is going to make a lot of YouTube channels wealthy.
Oh, I plan to tear it apart for sure.
Well, here's the thing: is it does affect it. I know that because part of the stipulation is that Tolkien Estate can do it, but there has to be a certain amount of episodes or whatever. That's why they had to sign on for a certain amount of episodes. Because go ahead.
Had to be more than 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
believe.
Yes, yeah. Well, there you go. That's exactly what I was about to say. So.
And I'm going in as a pure visual fan. I, watched all the movies. I even saw the original Hobbit cartoon as a kid. So I'm real curious to see how bad they twist, what Peter Jackson has laid down as what I see as a really good foundation for anybody to go back to and re-experience a great story created by Tolkien. So from what I'm hearing from all my favorite YouTube channels is Tolkien's whole vision has been completely perverted by this series. At least that's what we're expecting.
Well, and here's the thing that one of the people from the Saul Zaentz company said, what is his name? Tom Magnani, who was an outside counsel and strategic advisor for Saul Zaentz. He said that Rings of Power is based in part on the New Line Cinema movies. So how the frack are you going to tell me that Rings of Power, which are like millennia prequels to Lord of the Rings, how are you going to tell me that they made a prequel series based on Peter Jackson's movies?
They can't technically. When did he say this, by the way?
He said this during the investor quarterly update.
Then he's lying.
Yeah,
because that's in complete breach.
Because that was the whole thing that Peter Jackson came out and verified what I had said, whatever it was, a year or two ago when they were first at talks with him, and then all of a sudden they weren't.
Yeah,
is because they said they legally couldn't work with him because of the copyright change, or if they did, they couldn't attach in any way, shape, or form his Lord of the Rings with theirs. That was the problem,
and they were concerned about that, so they ghosted him. So
yeah, because they were afraid of getting sued by Warner Brothers.
Yeah, and Warner Brothers is still making the War of Rohirrim, right?
Yeah, it's coming, and that's why they said that. Oh no, you don't own that. Yeah,
you can't. Yeah, you can't theatrically release shit. Yeah. So here we go. Middle Earth may be going from film to television with Amazon's new series, Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. But it turns out that doesn't mean the franchise is done with the big screen. The show will screen its first 2 episodes at fan events across the world on August 30th, 2 days before it makes its streaming debut on Amazon Prime Video. Cinemark, which is, claiming bankruptcy, by the way.
This might be another way they're getting around it here, too.
Fan event?
Yeah, because that's technically theatrical release if they're doing it in like a festival.
I don't think that's right. If they're making people pay for it, it's a theatrical release. Anyway, Cinemark created a page for a one-night-only event with a note that tickets will become available Monday, 9 p.m. The reservation also comes
9 a.m. Pacific.
It comes with a $10 snack voucher. The event is only available at Cinemark Movie Rewards members. The theater chain's 2-tiered loyalty program, which includes...
This is how they're getting away from it. With it.
That's how they're getting away with it.
It's because it's considered a private...
You're paying for a service, yeah. You're not paying for the movie. The movie just happens to be playing while you're at this event.
But dude, if I'm an attorney right now, okay, so contracts, when contracts work on something called valuable consideration. Valuable consideration can be anything. It doesn't always have to be money, right? So they could actually consider the membership part of consideration and essentially say that this was an exchange of value, which would make this a theatrical release.
It still wouldn't stand up in court, though.
No, I don't think you're. I'm going to say right now there are attorneys out there that would definitely take this to court.
Oh, they would argue it, but I think in this case, they would get away with it, like Grant was just saying. Yeah.
All they have to do is reference the statute of frauds and the element of that is essentially the clause in it that requires valuable consideration, and that can be in any form. That's a problem.
And there's already a gray area with the fact that it's not at least, within their purview anyway in the first place. So like, that's the problem you have. And I think that between it being a members only thing and them giving you the voucher in return, that's probably taking the place of an actual payment for the film or show itself.
But it's still consideration, Tom. That's the problem. So Latino Slant says,
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying it'd be pretty thin for a court of law to be able to.
It doesn't matter. It still falls within a financial exchange. So anyway, at 7 p.m., tickets will be available starting Monday, the 22nd at 11 a.m. So Latino Slant is a member. It's a free event.
That's the point. There you go.
I'll go. It's not free.
I know what you're saying, and I agree with you. But
look, if I were a litigator, right, I'd be all up in somebody's ear.
Would it be worth it though for Warner Brothers right now to actually try to litigate it?
Yes, considering how much money.
Actually, it'd be on Embracer Group, not even Warner Brothers.
No. No. Actually, Warner Brothers could go after them too. Again,
is that distribution though? If it's at a single event, will they still consider that distribution?
But it's not.
Though?
Okay, so you just said a single locations. Event. It's going to be in lots of places. Look, Alex. So here's what's happening. So it's going to it's going to be at fan events across the world. It's not in one location. It's distributed globally. Problem number one, right? Problem number two, outside of the US and Canada, Amazon will also screen the series in locations in the UK, Ireland, Argentina, Colombia, Australia, and New Zealand. Hey, that takes care of my folks down under. So it's going to be at roughly 200 locations globally.
I just said that.
Yeah, she did.
R6. I apologize.
It's okay.
Which they're right there, unless it's like, it's probably, as long as it's under 1,000 locations, there probably ain't shit they can do.
I don't think you're right.
Who's gonna go do that when you could sit at home and watch it 2 days later?
I don't know. I know
there's some people who will.
But I know this.
Dorks.
Stevie J, I'm not buying weed. I'm buying membership to a club that gives me weed.
That's the way they'll argue it.
Well, yeah, that's how they get away with. You can't sell marijuana, but you can give it away. So you go in and you buy
a membership,
the pipe, and then they give you a free bag of weed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if the membership, here's the thing, because it's a membership and they offer things that are more than just the movie, then there's no grounds for litigation. Then.
That's just it, Culture, because this membership gets you access to other movies throughout the month. So they would. If they win, it would be like nothing, right? It wouldn't even be worth Embrace or trying.
It's the production of this particular thing. There could actually be a violation of rights clause in the I'd have to look at it. But I look at contracts quite a bit. So I'm just saying, there could be all kinds of problems here, is my point. This is a bad idea by Amazon. Yes, they have everybody in every dollar in the world. They can go get lawyers. But if you're playing with Warner Brothers and Embracer Group, who both would have some kind of concern over this, I don't think that's a good road to hoe.
Yeah, CC Karaoke makes a great point. I think this is to get ahead of the curve on the reviews, so it doesn't get review bombed when it comes out on the streaming. So they're gonna get their favorite shills in the bucket seats to buy a bag of popcorn and some drinks and butter them all up and get them schmoozy for a great review. That way, we got a bunch of BS reviews all flooded.
They're giving you a $10 voucher that buys you one beer, bro.
Oh
yeah, because I guess if somebody is Paulie says he's going to go, but I would think probably that 90% of the people who are going to buy the ticket are people who are already planning on absolutely loving it. And so they're already kind of pre-ejaculating.
That's kind of why that's why they do these fan events.
Did you just say premature ejaculation on my screen?
No, I wouldn't do that.
I think that's what happened to Mike Roach, actually.
That's how I got the monkeypox.
But while we're on that, I just have to say that story about marijuana. I heard that from a coworker. I've never bought marijuana. I've never even seen marijuana. So
wow.
Don't clip that and send it to my mom.
What?
Why would you not want that sent to your mom?
I don't want her to hear me talking stories about marijuana.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
you said
God, jeez.
The
But you
devil's
just-
seed. Devil's lettuce.
But you just said you didn't ever see it.
Exactly. Like it'd be different
No.
if like you made it sound like your mom's insisting you should smoke weed and you just don't want her to
No,
know that
that
you're not.
story. No, that I said about how you can get away with getting marijuana. Like shops don't sell marijuana. You go and you get the pipe, and they give you the marijuana for free.
Six's mom was like,
Wait
That's
a
what I'm
minute.
talking about.
I think her tone's saying that she does do it. There might be
I
sarcasm. in
don't. I've never seen it. I've never been in the same room with it.
Six's mom was part of the cast of Reefer's Madness.
Oh my God. My mom is a saint. You take that back.
Jeez, how old is she? God, that came out in 34.
Oh man, the
I
Saint,
don't think she was in that.
the Saint was amazing. Do you realize Roger Moore was great from the very beginning, right? That's such a great show. And then later on, Val
I thought you
Kilmer.
meant the remake with Val Kilmer in it.
Val Kilmer was
I was
great.
gonna say that's the only one I really know. I mean, I know it was a show before, but yeah.
Oh, Val Kilmer was good in that. You know who was in that? Elizabeth Shue.
Hey, we got Sylvester Stallone, the new Samaritan superhero movies
When's
coming
that?
out.
When?
That's the 26th. That'll be this Friday.
I can't wait for that, dude.
I'm actually looking forward to that. So, hell yeah, Stallone. I'm glad he's still cranking out some good action flicks.
So wait, this is another good question. Blah Olmeyer asked, does Amazon receive a rent from the exhibitor? Oh,
I don't think they do.
you wouldn't know.
Let's call a theater live on the air.
Well, the problem is Cinemark is not exactly the biggest chain in the universe.
Well, that's my point. I get where you're coming from, Culture, and I agree with you. But at this point, they have kind of covered all their avenues that it would make no real sense for Embracer to go after them. It would just be a waste of time. Because in the end, because of the deal going through, like, because, you know, the members thing is like Movie Pass, where you pay like $9 or $10 or $20 a month at the most to go see however many movies a week and whatever. So that would literally like get to a point where they would be counting pennies. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you could never.
No, but okay, understand. There could be a breach of the contracts as far as the rights go. I understand that. That's number one. Number two, it doesn't have to do with earnings. It has to do with overall.
See, but then,
production.
see, that's the thing. Then you would basically, then it would be a question of then does Embracer Group go after the Tolkien estate because they were the ones who would have been able to give the green light for this to be able to work.
No, because it would be on the distributor, which in this case would be Amazon.
Yeah,
The
but
big-
for
the
Amazon to be able to
distributor-
do this in the first place. Sorry, Gary, you're gonna say something.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, but they're not the original distributors of the original material. So wouldn't it be on them to be able to do the litigation?
That's what I
then?
was. Yeah, because they would have had to have gone through Embracer Group to be able to do this in the first place.
No, because everybody has
Or not Embracer. I mean the Tolkien estate.
It hasn't everything to do with the Tolkien estate. They sold each of these entities a certain portion of the rights for a certain amount of whatever. Right? Those entities are the ones that would have to do, go to war. It would not have anything to do with the Tolkien estate at that point.
So who has the movie rights for the appendices?
There are no movie rights for the appendices.
What about theatrical rights for the appendices then?
Theatrical rights now only exist for Warner Brothers to whatever extent that was actually signed into a contract.
I'd have to see the actual breakdown again.
And so would I. And that's the problem is like right now, that one of the reasons that Amazon ended up with this was for a show production. It doesn't matter. This is like we don't know. I don't really care. Okay. And I know this much. We've already hit 2-hour point. We have so many other things we could cover, but I thought it was awards. I thought it was a lot of fun to get into that story because I would try to see that in theaters just so that I could get an early review in online. I don't think that, again, if all of us here in our sphere know that we can go see this ahead of time and get a 2-day jump on everybody else, don't you think everybody's going to do that?
Yeah.
I don't have
Not
a channel,
everybody.
so.
Me, I would do it just so I get a 2-day jump on dumping on this thing.
Yeah.
Can I just read
guess.
one? I just want to read one thing from one of the slides from the
Please do.
Embracer Group.
Please do.
Investor thing. And this is it's a summary of rights. Excuse me. And it's under the film section. Motion picture rights to The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit in all media, including shown serially in 4 or fewer episodes.
That's Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, though. That was my point, Culture.
No, keep going. Read the whole thing one more time.
Motion picture rights to The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit in all media, including shown serially in 4 or fewer episodes.
In 4 or fewer episodes, yes. But Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit are specific things.
What was the third thing she said?
In all media?
Thank you.
Yeah, but the appendices are a completely different thing.
Still part of all media.
Oh my God, you're not getting what I'm saying here, dude.
When they say all media, aren't they talking about the different ways of media?
They're talking about just Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
Okay.
Yeah, they're talking about whether you produce it via comics or whatever as well. That's what I get with all media.
A book is a media. A letter is a media. In any form is a media.
Okay, but here's what I'm talking about. The Lord of the Rings, look at that like it's Avengers, okay? The Hobbit like it's Spider-Man. And this Rings of Power shit that goes, all the stuff that's over at the Tolkien side of things, that's like the X-Men, okay? There's 3 different separate things. Even though they all fall under the Lord of the Rings title, the trilogy of books, the stories that are in them anyway, because the Tolkien estate owns all the republishing rights. See, that's the other thing. The Saul Zaentz Company, what they sold to Embracer Group was the movie and television rights to just the trilogy of books of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. And that was it. And I was under the impression they own the Silmarillion too, but I guess they don't. I guess that's under the Tolkien estate.
The Silmarillion?
Yeah, Silmarillion, or how you say it, yeah.
What the fuck?
All right, so the summary of rights.
That's what I'm saying. These are all over the fucking place.
The summary of rights. Thank you for this, by the way. 6, it says this. Summary of rights. Rights to commercial video and board games based on Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Number 1. Number 2, film. Motion picture rights to The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit in all media, including shown serially in 4 or fewer episodes. Merchandising. Merchandising rights include services such as hotels and restaurants with respect to the Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, supported by a vast registered trademark portfolio. Theme parks. Jointly controlled rights to license, adapt, and develop the Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit theme parks. Stage productions. Rights to adapt the Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit for live stage productions. Matching rights. Matching rights to adapt any other Tolkien authorized literary sequel, prequel, including the Silmarillion and Unfinished Tales. So there you go. So those are the summary of the rights that were actually given to Embracer Group. Thank you for that, 6. So now we have...
All right, so yeah, also here in Australia, I just signed for the ticket thing for it. They are legitimately selling it's just you go to the picture theater and you can see it 2 days beforehand.
Okay.
So yeah, it is a full on thing. And there we go. Oh, I could get a free ticket. Oh, I'll have to drive to Bondi though. Stuff that. But yeah, so yeah, it is here. I don't know what it's like there with the events and everything, but yeah, here and also in England, it looks like you can just buy a ticket to see it, like it's a normal viewing experience.
Well, I may actually opt for this at Cinemark. So, but look, I feel like we covered a lot of ground today with a lot of you amazing human beings and all of you in the chat. So I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to say peace out. We'll start with the puppet from Another Muppet.
Well, I'm just going to tell your lovely chat here tonight, Culture Casino, that whatever you do, if you want to laugh at, stupid ass puppets, you don't want to come to my channel. They're a bad influence effect. Okay. So I just put the link in the chat. Whatever you do not subscribe. to Snow Dub. These puppets are disgusting. They're horrible. One's got monkeypox. The other one's a rabid dog that steals your stuff. Just not fun. Not fun. So don't subscribe. I don't know why Culture Casino keeps hanging out with us every Saturday night. There's something wrong with the guy. That's it. Tuck and roll.
I don't actually think that's true.
But well,
I don't. I think that there's a lot of value in the cotton. You know.
I don't know. Well, Six has a weird fetish for the blue puppet, and
Oh wow.
then Tom gets like weird, crazy nights where he like half his arm turns into an elf. It's really creepy.
I like that part. All right. Well, if you're not going to promote your channel, let's see if Mr. Grant Gregory will promote his channel.
No, but I'll promote your one. You got a couple of videos coming out this week. Got some stuff from last week, and you'll have some stuff next week.
Wow. You know, I have to say, Grant's one of the best editors ever. He also has his own channel, so I'm going to promote him because he won't do it himself. Check it out. He has great interviews with incredible human beings, one of which is Drunk 3PO. So if you haven't seen that interview, give that a shot. It's pretty good. I was supposed to be on his channel once and was very sick.
I know that guy.
Yeah, but he's handsome. And speaking of handsome, this is my hetero life mate, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
He has a YouTube channel.
Where
A fellow chucker, eh?
I can be.
What?
What?
Tom, promote something. Good Lord. Jeez.
Well, you already went over my time to do Mead Radio, so I gotta wait another hour to start that or so.
No, you don't.
no.
Just do it right away. Oh, by the way, when are we getting midnight snacks?
I'm supposed to be on a diet, Culture.
Okay.
Polly's in the
have-
fucking chat.
You can have good snacks. You can have carrot sticks and you can have celery.
I'm gonna start calling you Polly Jr. You keep it up.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
You're talking to him, right?
In Tom's defense, he went the whole night without eating a donut on screen.
I haven't had anything in
Or Taco Bell.
It's been over 12 hours since I've eaten.
Well, that's dumb.
Eaten or eaten?
We can
Eaten.
do stuff
It's
now.
pronounced eated, actually.
Eated? Okay.
Eated, yeah.
Yeah. We need midnight snacks.
I need midnight snacks.
I had
See,
brat
Tom,
and mac and
you don't
cheese for
work
lunch.
enough.
CC Karaoke likes midnight pizza, Tom. Come on.
Pizza's good right now.
I really want a donut.
All those carbs.
Yes, Polly. I know.
Polly's like, listen to Six.
Oh, he listens. He just doesn't do what I tell him
Eat
to
the
do.
carrot.
Midnight healthy snacks, says Aaron of Alexandria.
I'd rather
Nobody's
he
gonna
quit
watch
smoking.
that.
Wow. Okay, Mr. Grant Gregory is showing something on the screen. This is weird. It's weird watching an inception of the stream. Am I
I
supposed
see
to
his
show this,
tongue.
Grant?
No, I
Okay.
just had my camera pointing to my screen.
That's
What?
That's bizarre, bro.
Can we see?
That's what happens when Andre turns his camera on because he doesn't have a camera. It just shows you his screen. I'm not kidding.
I believe you. That's funny as F. Jin Wong says it's a $5 Australian super chat that says, I would like to say me shameless. Wow, I can't say words. Shamelessly shill for Clownfish TV. Crimson Wren will now live on Indie Campaign Set. Awesome. That's not shameless. That's brilliant, my friend. And thank you. Hi to all of us on the screen over on his screen. You can see us doing this.
Oh. So I can wave at myself.
Yeah, hi.
6.
Hi, Six. This is bizarre. All right. Well, last but not least, Six, who is probably the mod that you know well. She will discipline you if you do badly in Midnight's Edge, Midnight's Edge After Dark, sometimes on my channel and other channels. Hi, Six.
Hi. Obviously I brought the best story tonight,
You
which
did.
was
You did.
Jesse Eisenberg as Sasquatch. And if you like that kind of thing,
It's gonna haunt my nightmares.
and if
Can
you
I ask-
don't like that kind of
Slam
thing,
Can I ask a question? Is Paulie ever going to join us? He's in the group chat. He's never come in here. I don't know what's up.
he's probably worn out from his KOTOR live stream
Oh.
today.
Oh, did he do Knights of the Old Republic? Huh?
He did for about 20 minutes on a 2-hour stream because it took him that long to figure out how to
Hey, at least he got out of the room.
But anyway, I will be on Midnight's Edge After Dark Tuesday night, 7-ish Eastern.
Ooh, sexy.
Tuesday and Thursday.
There you go. No, I'm grateful you showed up this evening. You were sorely missed for a bit. I'm glad you brought a story.
Thank you.
It was a good story. I like the story. I'm going to give you a full screen 6 right now.
Oh yeah.
You're on the screen.
I said a full screen.
Yeah.
Oh, for her, like
He's giving me spank bank material.
Wow.
why?
Can we go now?
It's kind of gross.
Tuck and roll.
All right. Well, on that note,
Culture's gross.
the show never ends. It just begins again and again, and again, and again. Be sure to take care of yourself. Take care of others. Wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And
I miss his
next
beard.
time.
I miss him combing it.
That was
Yeah.
better.
Not
Brushing
really.
it.
Booty break.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit
be
that I
playing
can't
the
let
Mad
go.
Mardigan
So just
song.
stay tuned for the rest of the show.
So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches.
This is not the song. I'm talking about.
I meant the one with Tommy in it.
I like that other song.
I prefer Red Stick.
With a man vulnerable, please shut up. Fuck it, no one listens.
You all act like you never seen your man barber, boy. Balls all on the floor like Eddie Culture playing with toes. Kids changing his outfit worse than before.
Hip, no, we can't do blackface anymore. The return to barber, wait, is he not here?
Let me guess, he had to work yet again?
Didn't he?
An imperious say,
Nothing, you idiots.
he's not a mad barber boy yet. The women all love Mad Mardigan.
With all his misogyny, it makes him grin.
Look at him, talking about his New Zealand Batman.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
It's not what I was talking about.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go. So just stay tuned for the rest of the show.
Oh my God, it's worse than I feared. CultureCasino lost his beard.
Realize something needs change.
No, it ain't fair because he ain't got no chest hair.
Got me fucked up. Let me
Now
show
I'm
you
screwed.
what's up.
Tattooed and
Cause enough
blued.
is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back.
It's just so crude.
Oh God, adrenaline wasted. So mad I can taste it. I know
He
there's
no longer
turning
looks
back.
like a dude.
I'll do what it takes. I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll paint on your face to make you go
dude
take
looks
it
like a
back.
lady.
I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you gon' wish you would shut the fuck up real bad.
Who you calling a hoe?
And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you. Choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
Oh God, adrenaline wasted. So mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes. I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back.
Ouch.
Oh
bad driving, man.
Oh my god!
Fuck off.
Fucking stupid.
It's called Casino Weed. Culture Casino Weed. Culture Casino Weed. Culture Casino Weed. Now it's time to leave. Culture Casino Weed. Culture Casino Weed. Oh, what a drag. It's the Culture Casino rag. That's a bag, baby. He's got a weed. But now it's time to leave. The Culture Weed. Leave it at the door. You can't stay no more. Oh, yeah.
What are you doing here? Go home. Go home. Show's over.